3, 2, 1, go! Excellent, sexy. Are you ready for another exciting episode of WarHams?
Yeah! I see one person in chat who said no, the whole thing's off. Sorry, bye.
Okay, we're done.
Oh shit, we're done.
All
We
right.
can't save it. We can't save it. Throw it
I
on.
had
going back to
such
bed.
a bit. I was gonna read a Wikipedia article in a funny voice.
All right, that's good. I'm going
That
back to
person said
bed.
no, so it's all ruined.
Yeah.
See you, motherfuckers in hell.
Anything? No.
Thanks.
Okay, thanks, bye.
It's all absolutely terrible. Everything's going wrong. Today is the technical oh-nos episode, because even I am dealing with things on my side. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to WarHams. This is episode 13 of WarHams, and it's an odd episode. It's, very odd number and stuff like that. I just want everyone to be aware that this is the last one of the year. This is the last one of the year. This is on a December on 2020. It's been an interesting road with everybody, and I hope WarHams in a way has basically helped you guys get through the year itself. We greatly appreciate you, taking all of your time to come over, spend time with us, and support the show and everything else. And things have been going super duper well, and we've been extremely grateful for your support and everything else. So I appreciate you all very much. So with that, I do want to explain all the people, or show off all the amazing people who make WarHams possible and bring it all to you. So starting with Speaker D, Oscar Ty Ranger, who plays Pie Braine.
I play Pie Braine. I am the Skitari barbarian with the big sword and the bigger attitude. And I also am a lead writer for The Emperor Had a Texas Speech Device. And I also am the voice of Vect and the Emperor.
Next up, we have Reeb Van Horn, our inquisitorial acolyte, played by Earndil.
And Earndil is also a lead writer on If the Emperor Had a Texas Speech Device, a voice director, voice actor, and other things as well. And also, I can't believe you flubbed that line speaker. You're fired.
Oh,
Every time it cuts off. Just
Sent to the void.
I am ZoranTheBear. I currently am playing Lorn. I am a sanctioned psyker. You can find me at all the random stuff you currently see. I voice Lehman Russ in If the Emperor Had a Texas Speech Device. Next up, we have Captain Zedek, captain of the debt collector ship that we all fly on. He is our resident rogue trader, and he is played by HulkyKrow.
Yeah, that's me. I'm HulkyKrow. I'm a voice actor for If the Emperor Had a Texas Speech Device and a couple other assorted associated projects. I play a bunch of other screaming boys throughout the couple episodes. Also, Captain Kayvon Shrike, Kaka. And I don't have anything witty today, so I'm just going to sit here and munch on some peanut butter.
And the one who will be sending us on to the Chaos Void and making sure we suffer all the way, which is exactly how we like it, the Game Master, Thurston Hillman.
Hello. And unlike everyone else, I'm not playing Cyberpunk. I'm still firmly in Trails of Cold Steel, for anyone who's following it home. That's all.
Cold Steel the Hedgehog.
Hey.
So, for those of you who don't know anything about WarHams, or completely new, maybe a friend told you about it, maybe a friend's like, dude, you really gotta watch this thing, and you're just like, this is weird and stupid, I don't know what's going on. WarHams is a tabletop RPG live play show. We use the Wrath and Glory system from Cubicle 7. It's a Warhammer 40k tabletop RPG game. And what we do, to gain interaction with all of you, to have all of you engage with the party a little way, and as another way to support the show, we have a thing that allows you to basically give us some dice. Now, Wrath and Glory use several dice systems. You'll see at the bottom right, basically, on ways you can contribute to the show. And if my Stream Elements wants to work today, then I'll basically document these. I have to do all these manually. So say, for example, the dice at the bottom right of our overlay here, you'll start seeing it go up to 4. These 4 basically are ruin die. The red chaos-looking dice are ruin die for the Game Master. The Game Master uses these to do special abilities, or to keep some creatures alive, or to enhance some things, use psychic powers, all sorts of things. He uses these to make us suffer. He uses these to basically go, hey, guess what? we should probably, we're really overpowered. All right. Like our characters are really, really strong. So this is his way of kind of balancing the scales because we can take on space marines because we're so powerful. This is his way of basically going, you're not going to be able to, completely overthrow this encounter. So if you want us to suffer, then this is exactly a good way to contribute. Another thing that we have here are glory die. You see on the bottom left there, these golden dice, which are now kind of filling up the little bar there. Glory die allow us to apply additional damage. Say, for example, if I suck at strength checks with my character strength is 1, I'm able to spend these die to kind of help make that check a little bit better. And these are the ones that you can really, really help us, get through the game with, because these are commonly used. We gain them through dice rolls and we gain them through you. So this is one of the best ways for you to help us. Additionally, you'll see under each of our portraits some dice which will now pop out now with Braine, Mr. Reeb, with me, and Captain Zedek. These are wrath die. Now the dice with the kind of fist on them and stuff, these allow you to basically, or allow us really, to reroll failed dice rolls. Say for example, a bunch of failed dice, whatever, like in 40k or whatever, that we just reroll those dice to try and get a better result. And you guys are also able to contribute to make sure that happens as well. So one of the quick things that I want to do as I try to fix a thing, because apparently my overlays are being really broken right now to give me some time. How was everyone's year so far? I know it's been terrible. I know it's been absolutely terrible in comparison of a lot of things, but as a quick thing, how was everyone's year?
I can't really answer that because it's still March.
It's you're just stuck in the past.
At least it feels like 2020 was January, February, March, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Jugust. You forgot Jugust.
Jugust, that's true. Yeah, I mean, all things considered, we got WarHams going. That's really exciting. Right now, I'm willing to sit back, forget the trials and tribulations of the year, and play Cyberpunk 2077 until I die.
Fuck off.
No.
Also, Zoran, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you ask us how our year's going? It's all going the same.
I mean, there's some various differences. Is like I got to meet like a lot of amazing people throughout the year. I got
that is true.
We got to start up WarHams, which has been super duper helpful so far. We got to meet all these amazing people currently in chat. I got to work more closely with you guys, which has been an absolute pleasure. I got to, make some life decisions, which are very, exciting and stuff as well. Just there's some positive things that happened out of it. And I'm just buying time as I fix my stuff.
You know what?
Let's do it. And I just fixed it.
Great. That's a really good attitude.
Right.
To
Times
have.
are great.
And I just fixed it.
Yeah, I mean I feel like being like, obviously there's been so much fucking horseshit this year, but if you've been able to sort of avoid like massive tragedy, or even if you haven't, being able to kind of focus on like the smaller good things that happened this year, I think is a healthier attitude than just memeing about how awful 2020 is. It also is going to make you even more disappointed because people were memeing about how awful the year was for like the past 4 years. I remember the memes in 2019 were, well, at least 2020 won't be as bad as 2019. So
Speaker, it's almost as if those years were bad.
I know.
For various reasons.
I know.
Except times are actually great.
Times are great.
Because times are indeed great. And I think we are going to continue on. Mr. Thurston Hillman, what do you have for us today?
Yes, let us begin. Well, first of all, as you just said, everyone's support is awesome, and we really appreciate everyone here. But as we start off today's session, we've got some servitors who are looking after Tater Tot, or at least trying to find Tater Tot in the bowels of the debt collector, where he has somehow been lost. Today's servitors of note include Commissar McNabb, Bryce Branch, Hulk Krogan, Dan Menard, Chess 217, Miranda Drake, Martin Eggenberger, the Cloptologist, Michael Le, and Richard Bledsoe.
What did that commissar do to get turned into a servitor? That's fucked up.
I don't know. I want to know more about the Cloptologist. Let's.
I don't.
Here.
I don't. Move on.
So those are all of our amazing servitors, and you too can be a servitor by joining us on the Patreon. Hooray! Now we begin our session. Last we had our various cast of characters were incarcerated in the Mortis Carcerum after stumbling into a trap 2 sessions ago. Braine made his way through the ducts of the station, eventually reaching a command post where he overrode several systems and unlocked all of the doors. Along with that, we had our new player character, Chunkus the Huge, as played by ZoranTheBear temporarily. Then we had Captain Zedek and Reeb, who have been helping Chunkus out throughout the prison complex. But where we ended last session, well, it seems like we have a bit of a riot on our hands now, as the prison is now filled with well, like rampaging prisoners and Arbites desperate to hold on to control. And as we begin our session, several combat suppression servitors have been called in for what little help they have. Reeb and Zedek, you have come out to stand beside Chunkus as this affair
All right.
intensifies.
Yeah, turn on Chunkus. There we go.
Yes. And
Continue
so,
on.
all of you have come out. You are seeing that there are prisoners all over the place, running, some of them attacking Arbites, some of them attacking servitors attempting to use riot shields or flame suppression units to pin down prisoners. There is anarchy, there is chaos, it smells of Visaline and burning, and there are screams everywhere. What are the three of you doing right now?
Well, if there's one thing we can count on Pi for, it's starting a party.
Chunkus is immediately grabbing nearest individual and chunking them at Arbite.
You do that. I'm going to... can I do an awareness to see if I can find the path of least resistance? I want to meet up with Pi. Can I register a guess as to where the central... where is he exactly? He's in some kind of security
You can give
room.
me a scholar check for that.
All right, let me boot that scholar out. Oop. Oh, it's taking a minute. Oh, you almost had it.
Let's do it, rotate. Let's go, roll 20.
There we
Let's
go.
go.
Cool.
I got a 5.
Excellent. You have a general idea. You could tell that he's probably on an upper level from where you are. They probably keep all the communications, Vox arrays, and Auspex units for the lower prison portion on the sort of upper level of the lower prison. Now, all of that being said, I just want to now shift a bit to what the situation looks like.
Oh boy.
I am huge. Look at me. My token's amazing.
Huge.
You're a 2x2, which means I hit you 4 times with my flamer.
So you're all up on an upper gantry area, kind of clustered together, having walked out of your cells. Chunkus has just finished hurling a man at an Arbite. But at this point, you see that it is absolute chaos here in the prison. At this point, since it's kind of like a combat situation. Yes.
Quick thing.
Mm-hmm.
Someone did donate.
Okay.
I was just going to wait till it's going to be more dire, to be honest with you, but they seem eager for it. That scholar check is a complication.
Oh, terrific.
Good. You know what? I have a perfect, I think, complication for this, which will make things quite nice. Reeb, can you give me an agility test?
An agility test, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well. Oh, well, that's actually not terrible. Because I got a 5 and a glory.
Excellent.
Nice.
So the complication is you've sussed out where Braine will be. As you sussed it out and realize the direction you have to go, there's a loud crash bang above you as you hop out of the way from the duct above you as Braine falls down into the area.
And now you can see.
Greetings, friends.
I enjoy
Speak
that
of the devil.
Braine is a complication.
Yes, anyone who has been watching our 13 sessions so far knows that me introducing Braine into any scene is a complication for both me and the viewers.
Yeah, it's like, you guys did really well. Unfortunately, Braine is now in the scene.
Yes.
Well, luckily, I knew that would happen, so I stepped backwards.
Friends, orb, meet, welcome
Spider!
to the revolution.
I immediately take an arm or an arm I possibly might have in my hands using as a club and really try to smash Braine.
Well, that being said, we are kind of in a combat-y situation here. So if you would like to use your first action chunk is to go and grab something like the nearby servitor to throw at the spider, you absolutely
I grab Braine.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Do you want to give me a strength test?
Sure do. Strength test activated. I complicated.
That'll learn you.
Are you resisting this?
I wouldn't have until I saw that complication. Because I know other people's complications always wind up affecting me.
Oh, absolutely.
But I was going to make you look cool. I was going to make you fly.
So, Chunkus, you're trying to pick up, but it seems that the spider you're attempting to yeet is resisting. Chunkus, what is your intended destination for the spider?
My intended destination for the spider?
Yeah,
I was going to throw him at the
map.
nearest combat servitor, which is basically the
one right
bottom. No, we'll do the one that's kind of in the middle there. This one here.
Okay, that one there? Perfect,
Yeah.
perfect. Okay, so here's the complication. You're gonna throw, but Braine's resisting, which is gonna make this tricky. Can you roll me a D8, good sir?
I can roll
Sweet.
1d8. I think this is right. There you go. 3.
1, 2, 3. Can you roll me a D10?
Oh no!
Roll 1d10.
Scatter.
7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Did you just dwarf cannonball fantasy rules me?
Yes, I did.
Are you kidding me?
You rolled a complication, so just be glad I didn't make you pull out the artillery dice.
Tell me how I fucking Australian brain to go behind me.
I feel like I just clipped through the wall and I glitched to over here.
We're playing G-Mod now. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Just T-posing through prisons. Just...
I am throwing him in one direction and he flies up behind and lands. Okay. And with that, you sort of land like having been attempted to hurl but struggled against and instead being basically flung back, hit the wall. With that, you can see that my action now gets to go, and I am going to start by activating this servitor right here, which is coming up to you, Chunkus.
I'm going to punch him when he gets
And
here.
this servitor is like, you see it coming towards you, and it's sort of got these flailing apparatuses, these like almost
that
like
one's got shield hands.
limbs.
You don't know how to identify your tokens.
I'm just going to put this right here. There's a suppression servitor. It has all sorts of tubes that are like sprouting out foamy liquid like fire suppressant, but it's coming towards you and seems to be more interested in raising up its hands or tentacular limbs in some kind of attack. Boop.
It did a 3. Try next time, fool.
Actually, I did not have it set up properly. 1 second.
Oh, I see.
There we go. I rolled a 1. So
That's even worse.
And you have a 3, so Chunkus, you managed to easily dodge out of the way of this.
My massive bulk
inflatable
is not
servitor
turn.
all right, so with all of you, who would like to go next?
I rolled to incinerate Chunkus. No.
Fuck. Oh no.
Remember, you're taking up 4 spaces by rules because you're taking up 4 spaces.
I knew Chunkus was going to expire. Chunkus is his only pawn in Game of Life.
Are these idiots menacing us?
I mean, they're all like wielding shanks and various like implements like pipe wrenches, and they seem to be
use the
advanced.
prisoners.
They're just looking for a fight.
I forgot I don't have a weapon, so I can't fire.
Correct.
We can.
You have actually wait.
We
You
can
have
expire
the
them
pistol.
to join our side.
No, what were you saying, Thurston?
You have the radium pistol.
I
do.
That's true. I didn't give it to anyone because I
What's
didn't wanna
wrong?
give
You
it
don't
to-
want cancer?
No, I just didn't
It's just
want
a
to.
little cancer.
It's not the same. I'm better at crowd control than I am. For all that matters, I may as well just like. So wait, which one did Chonkus attack? He tried to attack this one.
He didn't really. Yeah, he tried to throw pie at that one. If you count that as an attack.
Absolutely
And then
terrific.
that one walked up to smack.
You have a
Chonkus.
suppressor to the south of us here, so you can.
Yeah.
I know.
Either that one and Zedek can possibly like inspire the prisoners to be on our side. So
Is there a door over here?
No, if it's blocked off, there does not appear to be an obvious exit.
Do we know where the hell we need to go? Because I'm assuming the goal is not to kill everyone in here, because that would either take a while or be completely unfeasible.
You guess it's kind of up northwards.
I don't know. We slaughtered an entire church of ratlings like multiple times. In fact, it's weird.
Those were ratlings. It's like,
I mean,
we killed a whole bunch
I
of
also want
mice
to
before.
point out
Everyone
the
burns the
excellent
same.
contrast of Zoran's intro speech of like, we can fight space marines, and then I'm like, I'm gonna throw some guys with shanks and a few clubs at them.
We're like,
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing, Thurston. We haven't fought that before. We fought
true.
ratlings. We fought beavers. We fought Necron garbage in one object. We fought tiny, shitty Necrons. We haven't fought people.
we fought that tuna spider. That was pretty good on our part.
Yeah, but that was one enemy. It's easy to focus down one enemy. This is a lot of dudes.
Yeah.
To that knowledge, I will probably... Can I vault this and just like go down here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I wanna move and then I want to shoot.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
So movement is that. Oh, great. It's not a whole lot, but I can get to here and still hit him, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Will that be a penalty?
No.
I will hop down here,
Okay.
and I will, because I don't have the radium pistol equipped as a weapon, because I wasn't planning on using it as a weapon, but now that shit's happened, I guess I have to.
I've got the necessary info if you want to fire it. I can tell you what to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw a ballistics out.
Yeah, throw the ballistic out.
I get a 6.
Okay, and which one were you targeting?
I was targeting fire control guy down here because I don't want him hassling these two as they come along.
Oh yeah. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay, yeah. So you definitely hit. You can in fact shift 2 exalts on this, so you'll get
I
+1
will.
damage. The damage on a radium pistol is 7 with 1 extra dice. However, it is rad. So you actually get to roll me. Oh yeah,
Redfish.
So you actually get to add 2 to the result of your extra dice. So roll me a d6, and on basically anything but a 1, you get a wound. Perfect.
Awesome.
And that
that's up
counts
to
as an
8.
exalt. So that will actually give you 2 extra damage. And then you get 2 extra damage, so you do 11 damage to the servitor because of how radioactive weapons work.
I can aim really good.
Well, you can aim real good, and once you do that, you, I think, yeah, dead on the nose. You just pop this servitor. It starts fizzing and flailing its limbs around, and then collapses into a heap.
good job, Reeb.
The Meet the Sniper theme starts to play.
I knew you
Switching to the
was
Magnum
always a
PI.
crack shot. That's why you're my favorite petting device.
Not right now.
I love you, Reeb.
Not right now. Get
As
down the
that
steps.
discussion is going on across the din of combat over here in the corner, the far, far corner, you hear a familiar voice. Oh, you think you can escape? No. Tagador is going to stop you. Go get him, boys.
Why
And,
would you want to stop us? Talkers does not think that make any sense.
He's trying to.
These guys move
Why?
Chunkus, he's trying to kill us.
Well, we can work together. It
Chunkus,
makes
he
no
hates you.
fucking sense.
Chunkus, you hate him and he
hurts.
hates you.
I hate him, but there's a
hates you.
professionalism with Hitman, in which you
he
have to
absolutely bloody
tolerate
hates you.
people you hate
Is this
to
a
get
surprise?
the job done.
There's no professionalism
Who'd
here.
like to go
Eat
next? Zedek or Braine?
Tonkus is a
Wait.
professional beater. Now you shut up.
Wait a second. And Braine will point at Chungus. That's not a Jacario!
I'm going to
That was
throw you
funnier in
again,
my
Spider.
head. All right, well, unless Zedek would like to go, I have an evil scheme.
If it involves brutally slaughtering those 5, I would ask you to hold off till I try and recruit them.
Oh no, I'm not going to fuck with those 3. Those
Oh, fuck it then.
5. I count number. What? Anyway,
Wanna try that again?
We're tired. I think we're all a bit exhausted this morning.
You want to try that again?
I am going to interpose myself here. Now this presumably is funneling the raw slug being produced over here. Yes.
You could guess there's some kind of connection there. You're not sure on the specifics of it.
Utilizing the new sphere, can I cause this object perhaps to overload?
No. This is not a facility that has like advanced wireless news spheres. This is a bare bones. I mean, if you give me a narrative declaration, I might let you get.
Can I sweet talk the poop tank into exploding?
I think I am, because I was in the Panopticon, which means I know all. So I will use a narrative declaration to determine that.
See, this is no but. This is how you properly cheat.
Wrath point.
Mark off that wrath point, please.
Mhm.
Yes.
All right, give me a tech check.
All right. And
I'm gonna say the DN here is gonna be pretty high. We're gonna go with a 6 on this one.
All right. How much glory do we have? I'm going to drop all of it if you don't mind.
Take it.
That's good.
That's fine. I'm a cool
I love
dude.
how unified you are on spiting me. Carry on.
Fuck
I'm
you.
going to gesture towards them all as I'm hacking into the new sphere. You fools! I have the authority to kill a majority! A 12.
That'll do it, Pig. That'll do it.
12 for those listening on the audio because D hates me. All right, so you want to overload it and cause it to.
I want to cause it to erupt in molten slag and hopefully deal with anyone close to it.
Yeah,
As well as force people over here to have to go through over here, which is way easier to deal with.
Okay. I see what you're doing here. All right, so I'm just going to.
So what did we determine was in that tank?
Molten slug.
Molten slug?
Probably like the detritus of the gas mining that's going on here. So you're looking
farts.
like something like that. Yeah, sure. Let's have this. Let's have this happen. Okay. Sure. Let's have this little explosion happen. Roll me 6d6, please, speaker.
Of course. Yes. Now you will see the fruits of my labor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, sweet. Okay.
So they're all
Nice,
dead,
that-
right?
Now there's a static explosion in that area.
It's just in slow motion.
There we go. It explodes in a massive display as like billowing flames and like magma is coming out. It instantly consumes almost just over a half dozen men, and the servitors sort of back off from it as it has turned into this immense fiery conflagration in the center of the room. All right.
I'm gonna really quickly point
yes.
at this guy, who I now presume is the leader. Spoilers! This is what's gonna happen to you in a few minutes.
I am lucky.
I guess he is.
That's
I
it?
can't
That's all you
argue
got?
with that. I'm the phone.
That's right.
Hey, ha ha! I have no dialogue. I'm just lucky.
Yeah.
It's like talking to an Oblivion NPC that you weren't supposed to be talking to. I have no
I
clue.
will kill you. Have you seen any mud crabs recently?
I am the dragon's I am
Village
the
all in
Dark
an
Souls
uproar.
character you've been warned about. I put all of my points in luck.
Oh, fuck, he's gonna use
recruiting.
Fuck, he's gonna use Honorary Straight Sword. Take cover!
All right, I am now going to activate this servitor, who is going to begin fire suppression on the fire that's been created. And you see all of these these. Actually, no, wait, that one can't. God, that one's one of the shield ones. Okay, shit. This one here goes friggin' ballistic and jumps down off the railing and starts moving, and you just hear this fire detected as it rushes forward and begins just like hosing down the flames with fire retardant foam. Okay, that's that sucked up my next action. Zedek, you're up.
Sure. Hi, that was not silent at all, but it certainly was deadly. And I will saunter over to these wonderful characters. Look, I don't like you don't like me. But if you want to make it out of this and have a really cozy job with benefits, I suggest we work together.
Do you want to give me a leadership test for that?
I would be happy to.
Yeah.
List the benefits as you inspire them, Zedek.
Well, benefits include possible pay, but mostly high-grade amphetamines and carcinogens.
Possible pay?
And like the guy in the front's like,
we've got drugs,
I don't know what
got
to think
meat,
of you.
and we've
Is there
got
a reason I
upgrades.
shouldn't like you? I might like you. You might be a person I like. Why would you assume I wouldn't like you?
I think you're a big boy, and I think you should join my crew.
Well, I mean,
I don't think I would ever call someone and say, yeah, you're a big boy. I don't think I would ever want to say that to another
he's a
dude
big guy to me.
publicly.
Zedek just walks up to him with like his thumbs through his belt loops and saying, "You're a big guy."
Like, it'll make me so uncomfortable.
Isn't that like Zedek's MO? Is just making people feel uncomfortable.
I'll kind of
He does
pay
his
you
best.
and call you a big
Okay,
boy.
one sec. I'm going to.
It's going to be a 7.
Gosh. Okay. Gosh, what's a good thing? I am going to test against their resolve on this one. We'll see. We'll do an opposed
Hi,
test.
Braine, you got your wrath.
I will roll stupid well, but I will still fail. So yeah, the leader of that group's like, I'm still not sure why you would say that like you don't like us. I mean, maybe we could do something to prove that you should like us.
You're just a bunch of look. What's not important? You'll get guns, you'll get drugs, and you'll get barbecue if you come with me and help kill the rest of these mooks.
I mean, I kind of like barbecue. Okay, it sounds good, guys. Yeah, barbecue. Yeah.
Yeah, it really sounds good, everybody. Yeah, should definitely go in there and follow that guy.
Yeah.
And convince everyone else around us. Yeah, we can do it.
Yeah. Okay, you have charmed this group, Zedek, to your cause.
Awesome. Do they count as devotees?
Yes. Yeah, they do.
To explain the chat for those who haven't seen this in a while, because we haven't really been using it, is that devotees, so Rogue Trader can get something called devotees. So they're basically lookout sirs. So if you ever played 40K and you had that roll like, no sir, don't die, yeah, and they take the wounds for the captain, that's literally what these guys are now. They basically jump in like, you're gonna take damage, Captain Zedek, yeah, and then they just jump in front of them and die. That's all that they're good for.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna have this group go this way. They are just like rushing forward with various prison weapon implements out. They come up behind the servitor in front of you, Chunkus, and they are attacking. Rolling terribly, but hitting. I don't know, why do they have that? Oh, I see. Ignore me. Okay, but they hit, and Ooh, yeah. And they like manage to grab this servitor and toss it down, and it shatters on the ground here. And Chunkus, you see now that there's just this angry mob of prisoners coming towards you. That one's done. And
It's
then
my turn now.
At this point, it's kind of the end of the round, so I'm just gonna start doing some moves. This mob starts making its way over here. You can see Tagador is following up. These ones are kind of rushing over to here. These ones are kind of coming down to there. The servitor jumps down and starts making its way. Fire detected, as it is heading towards the roiling inferno here. These ones, this suppression servitor comes up, and with its improvised bashing array, goes to smash with its suppression weapons. Boop. Hitting the mob and taking out one of the guys.
Beat it up. Beat it up.
This one does a similar thing, kind of comes up. Ooh, crits. But
Thanks for
can't crit
audio.
'cause
The
it's
prisoners
not
are basically
true.
going around beating up the servitors right now, and we're currently rolling all the dice and stuff for them. And one
And
of them
essentially,
just
there's
crit.
like some servitors who've gone up and crumped some of the the prisoners in the lower levels, and then a whole wide variety, almost like 15 or so of the prisoners are on the upper gangplanks, catwalks where the PCs are, with Chunkus sort of blocking the path. All right, that's the end of the first combat round here. Second combat round, who wants to go first?
So I have two options, at least for Chonkus. I can either intimidate the entire line of prisoners charging at us on this railway and convert them to our side, so we have more armies, I guess, and Tagador's all by himself, or Chonkus could just charge through them in a special splendor, or if we all just want to kill them, Reeb can flamethrower if he still has his thing, or someone else can do something else. That's up to anybody else. So if Earndil, if you want Reeb to go flamethrowing, that's up on you.
I don't have a flamer.
We don't have any air weapons.
Oh, that's right, that's
have a
right.
sword, though. That's pretty neat.
So do we want to conscript these people to our cause or destroy them?
I would prefer we just book it, because they're all up on the catwalk up here. And if they end up jumping down, they'll be in the midst of that servitor, so I don't really mind.
Chonkus is going to kill Tagador, whether you like it or not. Chonkus going
Okay,
straight
We would like that
Fuck,
very
if
much,
I care.
actually. Thank you.
I have a question, DM.
Yes.
So I have asserted control over probably not the entire facility, but at least a substantial part of it. During that control, would I have had an opportunity to find and obtain our weapons?
No. You can tell your weapons are somewhere on the upper level.
Well, I do have an evil plan, though. I can
Okay.
disrupt the majority of these prisoners again. They're in a perfect place right now.
Would someone give you another wrath point just to?
Yes.
I hate you.
Well, I have a question for you, actually, before you go slaughtering people again. We need to find Lorn.
Yeah.
Did you find out where he was when you were doing all your gallivanting about somewhere on the other side of the station?
You all know Lorn is in the deepest recesses of the station. It's why it's not exploding right now.
Chunkus, you hear the deepest recesses of the station and immediately think of one particular place on the station.
Oh, you don't want to go down there. That's where they keep the demon.
Fucking excuse me.
All right, so that's the like talky bits you get before the combat round, as all the prisoners are like pleasantly waiting for you to have your narrative moment. Who wants to go first, fuckers?
I'll just have Chonkus like charge through so we can just destroy Tagador. That's the plan.
Yeah,
That's okay,
absolutely, absolutely. So just
Okay,
give me a weapon skill.
Yeah, so this is a complicated thing. Basically, because this is weird because there's no like line attack what I'm doing. I am hoping to charge all the way through them to get the Tagador in some way. And if that's too far fetched, I'm okay with spending a wrath. There's a narrative thing.
So you don't have to spend a narrative declaration here, because essentially each of these three kind of groups of prisoners that we have here. I'm treating them as a mob. So
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
move up and attack. And if you, like, depending on how good your attack is, I'll just basically let you run through in front of the second. So you can't do all of them in one round, but you can get, like, halfway there if you make your attack.
So let's do this. Come up, and I do murder fish. As I farmed the dice to which to roll. And that didn't work for some reason. It's like, why didn't that work for some reason?
Oh, I see why. 1 second. It's because I did not set it as... There, it's fixed now.
All complicated.
You'll hit, though. You'll hit.
Oh, I don't like that. Tonkus. I guess. It's like, all right.
You have to go through with it now.
And I do 11 damage.
Yeah, that's gonna be real sweet. That will kill the first 4 of them.
Good.
You will essentially run up to there
But
as
I
you
want
are
to spend a
hurling
red
them
point.
off.
The dude's Tonkus smash. It's basically spend around making an attack as a free action against any target in range.
That's the thing. You do have some abilities there. So, are you going to use Chunkus Smash?
Yes.
Okay, so mark yourself down a wrath point.
So I did murder fist again, or?
Yeah. Exactly. Just
Right.
make another attack. I'll even count it as a.
And I
second
crit the
here.
last guy. This is crazy. I basically want to like.
You can shift 3 exalts on this. So, roll me your damage. Well, yeah, I was gonna say
it's 12.
yeah,
base. I take the guy up, and I'm like, Chunkus smash, and then I like rip him apart, and then I throw the corpses at the rest of them, and I'm just like, Tagador will no longer survive. Chunkus destroy Tagador, and I'm like just charging in.
You rush through the first 4, like tossing them aside like toys, get to the one remaining guy, spend that wrath point to basically just like rage, grabbing the guy and using him to bat others aside, bowling through until you reach the end, and then make your statement to Tagador. This is where the complication is going to come in. Because out from the ceiling, you hear this cherubic voice. We wish you a Merry Sanguinala. We wish you a Merry Sanguinala. And you are utterly fascinated as a barbershop quartet of cherubs begin to descend from the ceiling and sing this Sanguinala Christmas theme. I would like to thank our patron Nola for Merry Sanguinala, the complication, which just utterly like pauses like Chunkus's rage as like, oh, nice Christmas music. Well,
Saint Buble is fucking us over.
Okay. Patron folk, we're gonna have a fucking conversation at some point. Y'all guys I don't think anyone figured out with all the guidelines we put in what the fuck a complication means. We're having a talk. There's gonna be some Postmate.
All right, and that's the end of Chunkus's go. I guess next up I will get to pick. Yeah, they're just gonna rush.
Yes. The prisoners begin clamoring up.
Yeah, and they actually will
were they
join
on the bottom
with,
floor, or
sorry, what?
were they on the bottom floor, or were they on that other railing?
Oh, no, they were on the top
Okay,
up
okay.
here. Yeah, they just came down.
Sorry,
And
I
they
realized
kind
you were
of
just
joined.
dragging.
Then there's these 2 who are coming up. All right, so basically a group of them starts rushing. Braine, you turn in time to see 4 of them that have come up straight in front of you. They're all brandishing weapons and whatnot. Yeah, that's it. Who would like to go next?
I
One more time, Braine.
Yeah. I'm just thinking real quick. I want to give my lasgun to. Did I give my lasgun to Zedek last session?
You did not.
No, you still have a lasgun. Yes.
Yeah, like if you want to.
Yeah, Zedek, if you want it, I'm cool waiting to see what you guys do. But if you want my lasgun, I'll give it to you if you want to interact with me.
Maybe I was gonna say like unless you're gunning to get into these guys with your 5G greatsword, I could try and turn them and make a second team. I'm okay if you want to just kind of.
No,
Have
go
your
ahead.
way.
Go ahead. No, absolutely. I could kill people all day. I love it.
So nonchalant about it too.
Just someone just voice clip it and put as their text thing. Just, I can
Yeah.
just kill people all
Yeah.
day.
Statements said in WarHams can and will be used against you in a court of law.
It seems you're on this online show, Mr. Speaker, and it seems you like.
Oh, two of them.
murdering.
In the other one, I play a bagpipe elf.
It's like the lead guitarist of Cannibal Corpse had like a bunch of bodies in his house, and like he wrote songs like "I keep bodies in my house and I drink from skulls." He was drinking from skulls or something. I don't know the full story, but it's like
What are you
Cannibal Corpse
doing,
is fucked up for a variety
I'm
of
letting
reasons.
Zedek go.
Zedek,
Okay.
what are you doing?
I'm gonna try and convince these guys too. Look, I just sold them on beef and guns. I don't know how. Are you guys willing to listen? Do you want jobs? Do you want more guns, more beef? I can hook you up. We can get out of this. You can get everything you want. Trust me, the lower decks of my ship are an absolute hellhole. You'll fit right in, and you're totally free. What do you say? I'm gonna leadership.
Yeah, leadership that for me, please.
It's gonna be a 2. Can
Are you
I?
happy with
rad.
that?
You
You
got
I'm not happy
absolutely
with it.
can wrap this.
Let's try it again. Okay, then I got a 4. So it's gonna be a 6 total? No, it's just.
Zedek,
No,
what the fuck?
that's gonna be a 4.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you've got some glory too.
Can I dip into that? Take those last 3 glory.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's go with me.
Yeah.
If everyone else is good.
Toss me 3d6.
I got you. Here they come. It's gonna be.
God damn. 2 6s, so that's
Damn.
8
All
total.
right.
Oh jeez. And I botched the resolve test so badly that they would have failed had you not used the wrath or the other stuff. And I
Damn.
complicate.
Remember, folks, whenever you do donate for
Oh,
complications, it has to be
I know
on the roll that we
exactly
did
what this is
complicate.
going to be. Oh, I've been waiting for this complication for a while. The 4 of them look up at like there's this moment, Zedek, as you turn away from the first group you've converted, get ready to like Dale Carnegie the second group, and the first one looks at you and kind of pauses and as stares into your eyes. It's him. It's him. And he looks. It's the author of Zedek. And
Not this again.
and all 4 of them are just like, no, Zedek. Yeah. Will you sign our copies?
Sign your copies. I'll let you I'll let you be a resource for the next chapter on prison etiquette.
Please, and like I'll let you convert them if you spend the rest of your action moving up a square towards them and signing their copies.
I will happily move up a square.
Okay, so you continue your action doing this, and like grabbing them, and there's 4 books that are handed off to you that all these prisoners are keeping on them. One of them is different. One of them like doesn't have the usual style of Zedek. One of them is kind of like a green notebook that has like a lot more flourish than your book has on it.
What? You there with that green book? What is that?
Here, maybe you could sign this too.
Can I
And
inspect
on
this
it-
object.
I'm going to call out Blake Thatcher for this beautiful complication entitled Self-Help Switcheroo. As Zedek, you are handed a copy of Milady, A Guide to Lady Killing by Slybergo de Fuckerby the 24th,
Oh my god.
as he hands it to you.
You 5, you 4. Well, the other team were the barbecue boys, so you're the big guys. He handed me a copy of my rival's book. Kill him! Kill him now!
Oh god.
Make
Throw
his
him off the
bones in
edge.
the sword hilts.
And yeah, I will say that for the next action, that this poor man is brutally murdered by his erstwhile compatriots. Who would like to go next? That's my action.
I don't have anything of importance that I'm doing, so if anyone else has any actions they want to make, which is nobody, I think,
I have a few ideas.
go ahead.
No.
Because I'm just moving towards the way out of here.
seeing that we have this situation pretty fucking well in hand here, I don't feel inclined to protect my friends at the moment.
Oh, of
because
course.
there's 3 idiots, and these guys now just mathematically have numbers over.
And Chonkus is on a revenge murder spree.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Like, you can just leave him if you want to.
Well, I thought we were going to take him out.
I mean, Chonkus is. I'm saying you guys don't have to. Like, Chonkus will figure life out probably.
I believe in helping our ally, even if he is a giant sponge. So I'm going to come down here. Walk. I'm sorry. It's been a second since I've had to tabulate moves. I move.
So you hop off the railing down.
Yeah, hop down. I'm gonna get as far as I can.
Mm-hmm. Around your self-made fire, which admittedly is nowhere near burning as bad because I've had several I've had a servitor rush up and like start spraying it down.
Yeah, and I'm going to spend if I need to, I'll spend another wrath to do this. I'm going to try to hack into the mainframe that controls these servitors. And I would like to convince them to join our side with a tech check.
Spend me a wrath point first for a narrative declaration.
There you go.
Like, you don't get to like push one past me that quick. And then yes, give me a tech check.
Excellent. Let me see. We have a grand total of no glory left.
Good.
Excellent. That's okay, though, because I am a tech priest. I'm a tech priest. I'm a tech priest.
It's going to complicate this, chat. Don't worry.
God! No, I'm actually going to get a 12.
What is it with the universe and me and you and the universe just using you to hurt me? Yeah, with
this
a
is
12.
the curse you have placed upon yourself by choosing to play this game with us.
It's fair. It's true. It's true. Yeah, you are able to access and begin overriding the servitors. You can't get them to directly assist you, but you can essentially get them to go into like stand down mode where they won't engage you or any of your allies.
That is A-okay with me. I'll flag all of our allies as essential personnel.
Okay.
And I will let them just continue mopping up those that are not marked as essential personnel.
Okay, I'll just also mark the new team here. Okay, then that leaves it with me. Tagador. Tagador looks at
Thank you,
Chad. Oh, so this is how it will be. Well, and he like takes the pipe wrench and sort of balances it in one hand. We always knew it would come down to this. All right, here we go. And he steps up and attacks you, Chunkus.
He good fucking try.
He's a spy. He's going to face stab you. He's stare stabbing.
Whoa.
Oh, damn. He
Chunkus
does
would
crit
like
you.
to look at him, didn't you, and say, I'm also very lucky. That rolls the complication thanks to Chad.
Ooh.
It's a complication and a crit.
Yeah, no, it's a complication. That overrides, sadly.
It's a complication.
All right, I'll do 11 total damage. What's your resilience there, Chunkus?
Chunkus' resilience is 6.
Okay, so you will take 5. Well, you can actually roll me determination to reduce this.
Yeah, let me see if there is a determination. I gotta find it because he's got a different.
Use the power of Undertale.
You're great.
The power of Undertale
As for the complication,
Channel your inner sands.
I found it, but it's weird. So let me roll.
You can just also roll just a
4d6.
toughness test. And,
Yeah. It was gonna be weird. He only got 1, so he only takes 1 out. So that's 6, 7, minus 1 shock. So I'm down to 4 shock, and I take how much damage with the 11? Because I'm math bad. 4. Okay.
4. Yeah. Okay. I'm really quickly just going to. Because there's nothing.
Tonk is hurt really bad.
And like as he hits you, he smashes you, but like the impact hurts you, but it actually bends his weapon, which now looks like it's not as effective. And he just sort of looks up at you like, oh. And that's that. Go. Reeb, would you like to go?
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of options here.
Remember that this guy is also extremely lucky, and we have an idea that something's making people lucky, so we don't know if this guy has the item or not.
That's why I'm not going to. I'd like to avoid engaging him, but you know that's Chonkus's bag at that point. I would like
Chonkus is in danger.
Reeb, from where you are though, you do see like Chonkus take like a solid hit and like definitely take some damage from that. Like he was smashed across sort of his chest and then even like a bit of his lower jaw. You maybe see a tooth come out, some blood coming down.
I'm not sure what you're trying to make me feel here. Chonkus is ingratiated himself to you all, not quite so much to me yet.
This is like slow, for good reason. Like it's just slow motion, it's like, I loved you.
Reeb, think about all of the good times you've had with Chongus.
I've been here for 1 hour!
And Pi thinks about all the good times he's had with Chongus. With getting
just
punched in the vents.
It's
and
just
then being thrown
flashbacks. It's just flashbacks
It's
of
like,
aggressive
cut back
petting.
to Chonkus menacingly standing over Reeb.
I've been here for 1 hour. Get off my back.
The funniest part to me is like it's a series of flashbacks, but there's only 2 flashbacks because Pice talked to Chongus once.
It's like when you get that Facebook recap thing, and it's like, here's a recap of all your memories of the year, and it's like 2 pictures, so it just repeats them repeatedly with different backgrounds.
Yeah, it's exactly.
All right, Reeb, what are you doing?
Well, since y'all are gonna force me down this path, I'm gonna come over here, and I'm going to. Is this thing hostile to me?
No, it seems like all the servitors are no longer noticing you.
Fine, I'm going over here.
Okay.
That leaves me. How much more movement can I do? Not a whole lot. I'll tell you what. I'm just gonna double move.
Okay.
I don't have a whole lot of good options available. And yeah, I'm trying to find where my movement is. I've lost it. Where is movement? Where's speed? Speed is 6. Oh god, I have speed 6.
So you can move up to 12 if you double.
I move to here, and then I will climb on top of the thing, which I assume will be 2.
Absolutely. You come up behind Chonkus.
Yeah, I'm prepared. I'm kind of just down here right now.
Oh, he's slithering. He's sneaking in.
Dun, 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 dun.
There you go.
Okay. These two come up. These two prisoners rush up and come towards you, Zedek, brandishing weapons, and take a swing at you. If I can get the roll 20 to.
Let's go, Tony. Let's go. Come on.
Would they take a hit from the servitor?
Huh?
Would they take a hit from the servitor from leaving the threatened space?
You're absolutely right. They would. I see you gaming the system.
I see you, gamer.
I am the gamer.
And then I roll nothing, so that's good.
Someone
I would also like to sidestep
would you like
action.
Whoa. A lot of people taught. Okay, first thing.
Sorry.
Someone donated for that to be a complication, and now next person.
Of course. Okay. So the servitor will complicate there. That'll be a thing we'll get to. And then they'll come up the side. They'll attack you, Zedek. They'll hit you.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
I'm sidestepping as a reflexive, so my resilience goes up to 10.
And then they will do exactly 9 points of damage, so you will take nothing as they just beat against you ineffectively with their pipes.
Ha!
The servitor's swing causes it to step into the roiling conflagration and go up and die.
Oh, well, whatever.
Now it's good.
Okay, so that's those guys. Actually, I'm just going to have this guy join them. Then I'm going to have these guys come down as they charge beside their new lord and master, Captain Zedek. For Zedek it! And then they attack. Because, reason.
You just say they skirmish and we move on. And
Oh, no, I got you. And they basically, between the two of them, they're just going to overrun those 3 guys, fill in spaces around Captain Zedek, and it's going to be great. He has a posse around him. These servitors are all suppressing, and then we come to the next combat round. Who would like to go first?
I feel like Chonga should go first.
Tonkus gonna beat this man up.
All right.
Tonkus is gonna look Tagador dead in the eye. Like, he's no longer gonna be top bitch. Tonkus is master of these prisons, and soon Tonkus will be master of the entire station. And so, he will murder fist him.
Okay.
And get an 8 and a crit.
Cool. Roll me damage.
And the damage rune, I can't really excel anything, so 13.
Very nice, very nice. And then, because that was a critical hit, roll me 2d6.
Nice. We're going to roll 2d6. And I got a 55, or 10 total.
Yeah, 55. Crimson Ash. The attack sears into the foe, fusing flesh into a charred rune. I have no idea how you do this with your hands, but this is the crit effect. So, is Chonkus gonna Hadouken, Shoryuken him, so to speak?
Excuse me?
You're going to do like a dragon punch on him, where your hand gets some like flaming contrails on it.
Yeah, basically, it's just, just pure on, just fucking like, Drunken Smash! And it's just dun, 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 and it's like just like a meteor coming in, just smashing him through the grates even. It's just like, no! And just bringing him down.
You punch and punch. You are punching so fast that your fists are creating contrails of fire.
And it's just denting him through.
Mark me down a rune, please.
You son of a bitch. Can I do a wrath point to say go fuck yourself?
Nope.
Fuck you.
Say for a moment there, Chonkus was the
rune.
answer to the question of how hard do you have to punch a chicken to cook it.
He turns. Tagador turns and looks to you, his face a bloody stump, staring at you. Is that the best you can do? I'm very lucky. That's your go, Chonkus.
I'll Chonkus smash you for a free action.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going again. I'm gonna use my wrath point that chat gave me to reroll.
Okay.
That's a 7.
Yeah. Roll me damage. Roll me damage. You can boost it twice. Oh, sorry. No, once.
Okay. I'll do that and just roll around d6 because it's just faster for me.
You start
and one more. So 13.
13. Yeah. You once again just like start crushing him his face. You're pushing him back, smashing it. Your fists are still on fire. You're shouting as you do this.
No, just
Mark me down a rune point.
So here's where some complications happen, Thurston. Two
good.
people have donated for a Game Master complication so far.
Okay, good.
That should technically overwrite your bullshit.
Here's what I'll say. I assume that at this point, Chonkus is continuing to just like smash down, and so the first complication is going to take down one of my rune points. Mark me down a rune point as this.
Okay.
Ballad dance of Chonkus punch smashing Tagador back continues, and after several like meters of push punching, Tagador looks up. His face is like broken. There's bone coming out. He's leaking blood everywhere, and he looks and he's got kind of like one eye barely open. He's like, "Is that all you've got?"
I want to punt like with that last strike I'm doing.
Yeah.
For his, if I could propose a complication, I like sideswipe him so hard he launches into the remaining fire.
Absolutely. Please mark me down my last rune point as well, because that will remove Tagador's special ability to stay alive. As you punch him and he goes flying.
No!
landing, his arms spread wide like some kind of angelic figure until he's completely caught in the immolating flames at the center of the room caused by Braine. And then shortly thereafter, the flames are doused by the servitor, who finishes its hose spraying, and there is an immense cheer that is let out as all of the Zedek conscript prisoners turn and see the former head bitch of the prison.
I'm the top bitch now.
Rest in peace, Heihachi.
All will bow before Chunkers.
I guess.
And my turn's over, I guess.
Yeah, that's the end of combat.
And with that, Chonkus will then begin to go. Chonkus must secure the rest of prison. Make sure there's no other people thinking they can be top bitch. You all get safe in cells, and Chonkus will begin to just rush, like throughout hallways, just punching servitors as he goes.
At this point, it doesn't look like there's anything opposing you. It looks like the prison is pretty.
So what you're saying, you want Chonkus to stay in the room?
I mean, I'm saying that at this point, you guys get to pick where you want to go now.
Well, we should probably.
I'd like to go and get Lorn.
We definitely should go get Lorn. We should either go get him from here, or deal with Dara before we get Lorn, in the event that he has some kind of sway over the spook lower cells.
I'm going to throw something out here. Much as Chonkus has been a boon, I feel like Lorn has the propensity to destroy more people at once. He definitely has the capability, and he also is a wizard, and that's scary.
That is true.
And we can't really go up and get our weapons with just, try. Oh yeah, we're gonna just push through the arbites. I want to say we go down and try and free Lorn with what equipment we have.
I am going to actually ask you real quick, DM. I have two burning questions. The first one is, would I have any kind of idea of what might be protecting Lorn, given my dalliances in the command of the lower floor?
No idea. The only one who would know anything about that area is with you, and that would be Chonkus.
Okay. And
know about the prison places.
Is there anything left of that poor, unlucky fellow?
As you examine the tired remains of Tagador, you find nothing. He was immolated whole. The only thing that remains is like the charred bits of the pipe he held.
Well, it's
who was that guy again?
Peter.
Did you say Peter?
Peter.
Don't
tell Harry.
Well, it's safe to say he won't be joining us for the rest of his life. So let's move on and find our missing fourth.
Yes, I agree. I have a boon for you, Captain Zedek.
And I'm going to give him a lasgun.
Oh, thank you very much. I can do a lot more than inspire people with this.
Yes, I consider...
Where are we going, Captain? All of the new recruits are sort of standing there as you're getting the lasgun.
We have to go free an old friend of ours. You coming along?
Well, where is he?
The bottom of the prison, in the nightmare zone, as I'm being told.
You don't want to go down there.
Chonkus, we have to go down there.
No,
we
you don't.
We literally
understand.
cannot leave without him.
There's been ancient stories have been told about that place.
After we get him back, we'll blow it up.
There's a demon who lives down there. No one survives coming back from that place.
But Chonkus, Zedek has a moment. He just kind of stops, thinking something stupid he was inevitably going to say. Chonkus, what if that demon gets out and claims itself as being the top bitch of the prison?
I'm okay with that, as long as I don't have to fight it.
Oh, well, Chonkus, I suppose we can take care of it for it. No, you have to come with us. No, what am I saying? Chonkus, you have to help us.
Only because you're friends. Oh, Tonkus will help you get down there, but Tonkus will not go further after a point.
At this
Fine
point,
enough.
you start making your way towards the cell. Chunkus leading the way. As you carry on down the darkened passages, you see charred bodies and skeletal remains and puncture marks on the side of the wall that look as though they're great claw marks that have somehow burned into the steel here.
Nobody's involved here. He killed everybody, but they somehow got him in the room. He's a legend amongst the prison. Everyone knows of him, but no one wants to speak of him.
That's pretty funny. What happens if we open the door?
We all die.
That
Come on,
is
friends.
funny.
Tonkus
No!
fucking
Yes,
fails.
Goodbye. And
Yeah, Chunkus
working with
runs
you, I
off,
suppose.
and then there's just some of the the prisoners who stand with Zedek remaining. They're just like, okay, is that console there? You gotta press it to open it.
I turn to one of the prisoners. And you're sure he's telling the truth when he says if we open that door, we'll die?
Yes.
Zedek puts his hand on that prisoner's shoulder. My friend, my loyal devotee, that is a risk I am willing to take. And Zedek will move to start working on the console.
Just be careful. It was demon that was in prison here, but well, they say that even demons can be changed. And Zedek, you can press the button to open the door. And as you do so, there is a pneumatic hiss as various unlocking seals begin to move. What are Braine and Reeb? What are you doing as this door begins to open?
I'm checking the ammunition on the radium pistol because that's all I got.
I'm probably at some point during all of this, I'm going to request my radium pistol back, and I'm going to give Reeb my shotgun.
That feels like a downgrade.
I do not know.
Tonkus is still like behind like a door frame, like looking over, just kind of like still kind of hidden, but he's like
But,
he's care for his friends, but he doesn't want to abandon just yet. But
And then the door opens.
remember, friends,
A silhouette of darkness.
prison changes a man.
My light.
It's him, and he just runs, just bolts out of there. Finally, down the hall, your pitter patters.
And as Chunkus leaves,
Mm.
the light, the lumens in the room activate.
Yeah, I knew it.
Will Zoran describe who is in front of the party?
As the door opens up, you see Lorn basically power barring up any bars that he had. Just chink, chink, and he seems overly buff for some reason. And he just drops down with a heavy thud, turns over, and go, "Hey folks, how's it going? I haven't seen you in a while."
Prison for like 3 hours.
How
it's
did you
only
get
been
those
3
gains?
It's only been 3 hours? I look at my non-existent watch.
Can I roll a Medicaid to determine what kind of hyperbolic time chamber bullshit Lorn has been up to?
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's a Medicaid?
Yep.
I get a 10 and a complication.
Perfect.
I'm flexing the entire time.
Yeah.
Lord, you're the one tip that doctors don't want people to know about.
It's all but nothing but psychic mastery trick, Zedek. You should learn it sometime. And I just flex again. Flex
Lorn,
some more.
As you're like enduring these flexings and studying, what you're seeing here is that like this is definitely natural physique, but one thing that's different as you're doing like your examination is underneath Lorn's immense beard is a metal collar that is lined with tiny sigils.
How's the collar affixed?
It looks like it's got a small joiner at the front that is in a casing. and it looks very, very complicated. But you can tell that it's emitting some kind of power. You can tell there's a small little light on it that blinks as well.
Can I do any sort of check to undo that?
You can give me a tech check to try to identify it and whatnot.
Hey, Pi, what's your tech?
Probably higher than yours.
Can you say it anyway?
And then there's a loud snap as you're looking at this, and your hand comes out. I'd like to thank Patron Dad for the complication. As there's a mouse trap in Lorn's beard that has like snapped on one of his fingers.
Oh, sorry. That's to prevent the rodents from getting my lunch in my beard. I have to, save what food I get down here.
I take the rat trap off my finger and then flex it to make sure it's not broken before I go investigating the collar again.
It hurts a bit. Yeah, you can give me a tech check on the collar.
Okay, I was asking, Pi, could you tell me you need tech?
I told you, I have, out of character.
You said it's probably better than
character,
yours.
I have precisely 9 points of intelligence that I use to roll 9d6 that determine the quality of my tech.
So is your tech a 9 or what?
Yeah, it's 9.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tech Knight.
This is in character. If I was not going to say, well, I have exactly 8 wounds and 5
I'm not
shots.
asking Pi in character. I'm asking Speaker D out of character.
Roll a tech check.
Okay.
I will do it.
I was trying to make that in character. You made that so much harder than it needed to be.
I know. Welcome to WarHams.
No, this dude, I am at my wit's end right now with a lot of things. I don't need you making it worse.
We got 6 successes.
All right, so for the 6, you can tell that this is a psychic dampening collar that cannot be manually removed lest it blow up the head of the wearer. There's some kind of control station which you would know would be on the upper level.
I roll to remove it.
Hold up. This is, if you try any of that stuff, I'll die immediately.
Oh my god. Captain Z, a bomb.
Riddick.
No.
No.
Reeb is weighing the options in his head. All right, fine. Let's see if we can find our way back to the upper levels. That way we can at least get reacquainted with our gear. Lorn, can you do... you can punch very well, yes?
Oh, yeah, I can obliterate people.
Let's get you a pipe.
Oh, I
Pi,
know.
can you grab a pipe off the wall for the man?
Okay, I'm going
If
to
the
walk.
demon needs it, he could have my pipe. One of these squad reverently holds out a pipe.
Pipe attack.
Take
Sorry,
it, demon.
I'm fixing things. All right. I take the pipe.
Take it.
I took the pipe.
Yeah.
Also, I'm sorry. Apparently my character sheet for him is okay. I fixed it. It was broken. I'm like, why is it not working? Okay, I take the pipe.
I got you. Yeah, cool. Yeah, you've got it. All right. So, where would you all like to go now?
I suppose there's only one thing to do.
I'm
It's
going
time
to
to
hold
bring
out my
some
arm to
order.
arm wrestle Lorn.
Let's do it, boy.
Let's do it.
As far as I can tell, you're not going to survive this encounter.
I do not believe that is true, actually. Owned.
We're going to spend so many fucking wrath points. Okay, let's start. You roll first.
All right, let's go.
Great.
We'll spend a wrath on that.
Yeah, I'm about to say, that's a
Okay.
little out of character.
Yeah, for damn, that sucks. Okay.
Damn.
Oh, I got too complicated. I too will. I feel like my thing's wrong. Okay, whatever. All right, rerolling with the wrath. I spent all glory. I spent all the glory.
All right, how many are you getting?
Roll.
Hold on, you need my permission to do
66.
that.
No. I'll take corruption if I need to.
You got 4 additional.
Well, DM, let me roll all the glory.
Too bad.
You didn't
You
ask.
do it.
You weren't greedy. You thought they were
This session is off the rails.
Lorn, you're in control. He gave you the smart pipe. Come on.
This session is
you
off
smash
the
it,
fucking
and
rails.
as Lorne's eyes crackle with suppressed psychic energy, you manage to smash down Braine's arm just as several more prisoners turn the corner, and they're like, "The demon, Captain Zedek,
Yes?
they've cut us off.
What do you mean they cut us off?
The elevators, they're all turned off."
Oh, I don't think that'll be a problem.
We'll need to. We've got the prison, though. It's ours now, Captain Zedek. Choker said we should talk to you about it.
Prison is ours. Though we have to get a way out. Captain Zedek will turn to Braine. Braine, how much do you know about fixing elevators?
I know more than you.
That is statistically likely.
I will go to this elevator, and I will make it regret ever not being on up elevator.
Try that again.
elevator.
No,
Again.
you don't.
Yes.
You don't understand. The elevators are at the upper level. We can't call them down here.
He can call him down.
Is there an emergency access?
No, the only thing we could do is try to maybe negotiate with the upper levels.
That,
Do we have... Wait,
sorry.
hang on. This is a gas mining station, yeah?
Yep.
We've already proven that we can make some stuff blow up.
Yep.
Can we threaten to cause catastrophic damage by blowing up the station? Can we feasibly
that seems like a WarHams tactic? Yeah.
can we feasibly reroute some stuff down here? Because this is where all the stuff is stored, essentially.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yep.
Theoretically speaking, could we either move items to structural points around the lower sector here, which of course would probably kill us if they call our bluff, but also could we maybe set them up like around the elevator and just blow the doors open and try to rappel our way up?
Absolutely could. I mean, you could at least do the blow up part. I don't know if propelling yourself upwards is going to work, but you certainly have we can take out the whole station sort of bargaining chip.
Wait, I had a better idea than just blowing everything up. Do we know where the gravity control is? Like the localized gravity?
I'd assume that like key systems are on the upper level.
Okay, we'll just threaten to blow everything up. That sounds fine.
we may not need to do this.
What do you mean?
Elevators operate via an arcane system of hyper-advanced pulleys and levers. If we are able to climb up the elevator shaft, we might still be able to send a small strike team of people that actually fucking matter to go deal with the problem.
But the problem is getting up there is the problem.
That elevator is also 40k distance long.
Oh, that is true.
Well, I have a
How
suggestion
coincidental.
for you all. What resources have you been able to gather since you've been, travevanting around the prison?
I think I own everything. I don't know anymore.
But if you own everything, can you get back to a point to maybe, I don't know, call someone who's up there, figure life out?
Oh, that
You gotta
is
have
true.
contact somewhere.
We have one person, but I don't know if she's in a position to really support us at this juncture.
Well, it's better to try than standing around here. Come on, Braine, lead the way.
Yes, okay. We will go to the Panopticon!
You need a communication unit?
Yes.
Yep.
The only Vox that's hardlined up to the surface is in the chapel. You'll have to go there.
The chapel.
Yeah.
Why the fuck do you have a chapel here?
To pray.
We aren't heretics.
Oh, well, that's a good point. All right, off we go.
So Zedek, your new squad of prisoners directs you towards the chapel. The chapel is built into sort of recess in a similar way that the mess hall is, though by your aspects, is very, very confused, because when you look at the interior of the chapel, it's far larger than it should be based on the schematics you've seen. In fact, it looks ostentatious. Like, suddenly you're walking down these grimy, dark corridors and cells, and then you look through a room that is replete with gold and luscious crimson fabrics. That is immense.
This is a strange place. Why would you spend so much money on fabric?
And there is a man who is sort of standing near an unoccupied throne at the end of the room, clearly cleaning things up. You can tell that none of the prisoners have come in here, despite the chaos around the station and even some of the simmering fights. You can hear Chonkus shouting in the background as he's pummeling some prisoners. But nothing has touched this area.
I've got a bad feeling about this. Every time we've gone into a chapel before, it's been... it's been...
It's usually been some weirdo foot freak in there.
Come on, let's hurry up inside. I need to make my phone call.
Yes, come on. We don't have a whole lot of time for
I'm
this.
entitled to a phone call.
Lorn is not able to make psychic mastery to determine if we are safe or not.
That is okay. We will utilize the more powerful martial mastery.
And so you walk in. And as you do, this individual walks towards you, and his arms sort of come out, and you can see he's in like very traditional Adeptus Ministorum robes, and his arms are wide, and he has this like big smile on his face, and he looks at you and he just says, "Hello there. I'm Preacher Hadrius of Shady Rock. And let's take our break here."
All right, folks, we'll be right back.
I'm telling you, it'd be much more sensible if we just, at this point, just make our own service provider. Like, we could do it. We have, it's like, well, it could only cost like what, maybe $100?
Do you think the patrons would be okay with that kind of change, like putting their money towards starting our own ISB?
Patreon is for all kinds of purposes. I think you could get away legitimately with like, hey, here's the Patreon goal. We want to start our own internet service provider, so we can just stick it to them, you know?
Yeah,
but I mean, how are we going to incentivize it? Do their donations go towards making adware that we
every
put on
complication goes as fiber speeds to immediately?
Yeah, and every complication that we get adds 0.1 megabyte to the download speed.
Yeah,
I mean, the big problem with this, though, is that with the state of kind of like monopolies, you kind of have to only like we can use the loophole as you suggested to only have our service be provided to nations that no longer exist.
Yeah,
I think we can get a pretty meaty deal.
We'll create Lorntopia, make our own ISP.
Empire.
I'm just saying, Warband could definitely be something.
That's true.
And the DNS entries
bad.
could all be updated.
That's actually a pretty good name for an ISP. I'm not gonna lie.
And you know, you don't see a lot of Comcast along the Tigris, so
yeah,
but the Euphrates gets in the way.
Naturally. Well, let's shelve this and go back to
we're in a church for some reason.
We're in the chunch.
Chunch. Welcome to the chunch.
All right. So you found your way walking into an impossibly sized chapel inside the lower level of the Mortis Carcerum, hoping to get the one functioning Vox unit to communicate with the upper level. And then you were approached by a smiling man with a bionic eye whose arms are sort of wide out, and he smiles and greets you.
Who do you want with me?
Could you say it again?
I'm here to greet you. Welcome to the chapel.
That's
Aren't
unfortunate.
times great?
No,
times
they're
are
not
not great.
We've done this song and dance repeatedly. Can we please move on to the part where you get in our way and we try to push past
Wait.
you?
What? You've done this song and dance before. I am confused.
Yeah, but wait.
Lorn, we've met several people like this in Shady Rock.
Yeah, But
Do you remember that? How they were obtrusive and
I
frustrating?
remember, but we're in a prison currently.
Well, the fuck, we probably left this person here.
And, so when you get transferred to the prison?
Oh, well, it was fairly recently. I moved here from the world of Shady Rock. You see,
Yeah, it was a.
I was told that. It was quite strange. You see, I believe I was told that my content was needed elsewhere.
Was it now? By whom?
I don't quite know. Someone who was very much screaming a lot.
Someone who was screaming a lot told you to come here.
Well, I forget the particulars of it. It's kind of foggy in my head. I apologize. But I do know that I was told that I would need to move in here because the content of this place was meant to be experienced but wasn't properly experienced, so it was moved here.
The Fuckabee did this, didn't he?
Who?
What content? What content are you talking about? You're speaking in rhyme and riddle. Speak plainly, damn it.
I'm not quite sure. Simply that the head priest who requested my movement, very strange fellow, told me to move here to ensure that others could bear witness to the glory of the Church of the Divine God Emperor.
Reeb's kind of just going to wave his hand at this point. Do you have a comm device in here?
Well, we certainly do have a comm device in here. Absolutely.
Point me where it is.
Of course. I'll have to get it out under some of the things we have here. Give me a moment. As I said, my name's Preacher Hadrius. Who are all of you, children of the Emperor?
I'm
Captain
Lorn.
Zedek, Braine, Lorn, Reeb. You, Blight, remain silent. Let's go find that Fox unit.
He's still like looking through some stuff, pulling out objects. Pulls out.
So how was your time at Shady Rock then? I'm quite curious. We solved the issues you had down there.
Oh, did you find that problem in B4R's basement? Oh, he was talking about it quite a bit, that one.
No, you see, he now works for us now. He abandoned your place. But I'm talking about the tomb. Do you remember a tomb?
The tomb?
Someone
sort of
introduced
turns,
you a tomb.
Looks at you, Lorn, and the tomb. You're
Where the
talking
big
about
fish was protecting.
that place at the bottom of the crater where they went in and everything changed.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this! This is a very fine rosary.
Zedek, you try talking to her.
Step back for a moment. Hold
Oh.
up. Just wait a minute. Something isn't right. You know what happened. What do you mean everything changed the moment they went into that... You clearly know. Don't play dumb, because I know you're not dumb enough to ignore what you just said.
What kind of social skill do you want to use here, Zedek?
I want to use intimidation.
Yeah, I like intimidation.
I'm gonna be
Intimidation is
scary. I'm
great
a big boy. I can defend him all on my own. I can be scary. It's gonna be a 7 and a glory.
Unfortunately, someone hates you, Captain Zedek.
Yes.
And
A
it
lot of people hate
complicates.
Zedek.
Dunked on.
Ooh.
Have you met the members of his ship?
I mean, a lot of people hate him.
Damn, does that book sell?
Dang. Okay. He pauses and looks at you, and
If you're going to speak quietly, by the way, go closer to your mic because it's super low.
he's just looking at you, Zedek. I just remember the bottom of the crater. We found something, and then I was a preacher, and then after I was a preacher, I and it looks like he's about to make this big revelation to you, and he's sort of, his eyes are becoming a little less cloudy, and he looks up and pauses and sort of tilts his head to the side. Is there a rip in the bottom of your pants?
Captain Zedek lunges towards him and punches him in the face.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you do the like flying punch attack, Zedek, I won't even make you roll to hit this poor preacher. Your three companions behind see your cape billow and witness the tear in the back of your pantaloons as you land your blow.
If that were me, I would be very embarrassed.
Ow!
How dare you? No, shut up. I'm going to read you your rights. I'm going to punch him with my right fist.
Oh, God.
And your left.
Shit.
And punch him with my left.
Yeah. Just like he's like landing these haymakers on him. Just. Oh. Ow! I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I drag him closer to me. Don't ever bring up my fashion again.
All right, of course.
Good. Now, I set him down gently.
Yeah.
Kind of dust off the blood and detritus because he somehow is dusty. I don't know. Now, do you remember what you were about to say?
The Vox unit. It's here if you need it. It has a direct link to the upper levels.
Thank you. And Captain Zedek will just kind of collapse onto his back.
Isn't what you were about to say. I'm going to approach him now.
Yeah, absolutely. Hello.
The brain is a dawdle of meat. Your memories may be altered by psychic influence or other such things. But in the end, it is the motive force that drives your mind. Electrical signals store information flowing from one cell to another in your mass of weakness. Your memories may be foggy, but they can be summoned with or without the rest of you. Recall again what was within the crater, victim of Shady Rock.
What kind of social skill do you want to give me?
I'm going to be using some Medicaid on it. No, I'm going to be using
Psychic Mastery.
Psychic Mastery! Intimidation. I'll be dropping 3 glory behind.
It's a good skill.
Yeah, it is.
Solves all your problems.
It is, yeah. It's the one
does.
social skill Pie's good at. We're going, and it's 6.
Well, I was a priest at Shady Rock, and then I was told I had to move here.
No, not this again.
Chosen the way of pain.
Pain? Oh, no, we don't have pain here anymore. Everyone's happy. Times are great. You should see the people at the retirement home.
Can I push past this gibbering lunatic and just go look for the comms unit?
He's already pulled it out. It's behind him.
Okay, can I get it from him?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You kind of like brush past Pi and him, and you pick up the comm unit, and he sort of turns as you do so. Oh, yeah, yes, that's the comm unit. We keep it to maintain communication with the upper levels.
So you do. Gentlemen, tell you what. You remain here
Okay.
and just talk about how great times are to them. I'm going to be right back with this, and I'm going to take the telephone over to the corner of the room.
I like to right up to Reeb's head. And I want to listen to.
Yes, come along, Lorn. Going to the corner of the room to sit down with this old-timey phone and hook ringer.
Wait, Reeb!
You're on distraction duty, Pi. Good luck.
No! Wait, I need... Be careful!
I'm going to be...
Do all of you just leave Preacher Hadrius and go follow
Absolutely
Reeb?
not. I will. I want to chase after Reed and warn him, but I have a duty to rip this man apart if he tries shenanigans.
Okay, and Captain Zedek, are you?
I'm torn more than my pants already are. Should I stay behind and help him interrogate, or should I try my diplomacy?
It's up to you, man.
less
You can do
physically?
whatever.
Up to you, your choice.
Bye. You got Can you handle a priest?
Yes, I can handle a priest. Though, Zedek, I must ask you something.
Yes, Pi.
You must buy new pants, perhaps a bigger size to accommodate your large rear.
If it weren't for the fact I'd probably break my hands on your metal head, I would hit you so hard right now. And
What's your
storm
favorite
off
episode
towards me.
of WarHams, Jeremy? The one where they talked about Zedek's asshole the whole time.
I hearing about Captain Zedek's fat fucking ass.
I just wanted to hear how thick he is.
I just want to hear the cheeks clap.
So we can hit the logical conclusion of this. Please look in the general chat. Please look in the general chat.
Why is everyone so mean?
I'll have you know, chat,
It's
that when
picture.
I
It's
previewed that
picture.
when I previewed that Charlie Brown picture that we had on our break, when I sent it to Zoran, I'm like, oh, my partner did some art, and he's like, oh no. And then of course he saw it, he's like, oh, I actually like this. And then my partner's like, you know, now forever Zoran's gonna think that I'm just drawing dirty artwork of the characters. And this is where we
I'm
are
used
now.
to it.
They don't call him Zedek for nothing.
They don't call him that, but now they
Don't
might.
please don't actually call him that. But I can't stop it now. I can't stop it.
God damn it. Captain Zedek, are you walking to join the Vox call?
Yes, now Zedek is pissed at Pi, so he's going to join on the Vox call.
Okay, perfect. All right, so the three of you go by the Vox unit, which is set up. Reeb, you've got it ready to go.
Mhm.
It looks like it has a hardline connection up to the upper level. It looks like it just sends a signal there.
Okay. So I guess I'm just going to wait for someone to pick up.
It does the the old school 56K dial-up sound as it's establishing the connection.
I like the idea of Reeb just sitting on the floor cross-legged with an old-timey telephone in his hand while Lorn is hovering over his shoulder like some kind of
What you got?
some kind of Goliath. I
I want sausage on my pizza. Come on.
fuck.
Kind of like that.
Yeah,
Pretty much, yeah.
Hello, this is the upper level Lex. This is Officer McLaudoter speaking.
Gladiator, this is Reed Van Horn.
To the fridge.
Lorn, we'll talk about your pizza in a minute.
No, the fridge is running.
I'll tell you in a minute.
Fine.
Gladiator, you hear me?
Yes. Are you in control of the insurrection?
We have it in hand for the moment.
I see. What are your demands?
A large
Send-
sausage pizza with
I'm going to put-
pepperoni.
I put my hand on Lorn's face. One, send the elevator down.
I can't quite send the elevator down until we've established what your demands are and what we will be given in return. This is a negotiation. At which point there's text that appears on the screen that's attorney negotiation.
Gladiator, I must question something from you.
Yes.
Have you forgotten the exchange you and I have had?
I am aware, but we can't simply send the elevators down and risk the troops up here being overwhelmed. There's chaos on the upper level as well. The Supreme Judge has barricaded himself into his office.
Gladiator, I'm going to be completely honest with you. While I find your etiquette very refreshing, I do need to point out that a few raving prisoners massacring your team is likely going to be the best thing to happen if you do not acquiesce. I'm going to do an intimidate.
Yeah, please do.
I will take the 3 remaining. Those are glories, right? Or those
Yeah,
are
yeah,
weapons? Glory.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
do
that's-
all 3.
Goodbye, Glory.
Okay, that's a 2. I'm going to roll
More
3d6.
Get more glories.
glories.
That gives
Ooh, that's
me
all successes.
5.
5, yeah. She pauses and she's like, oh, right. Let's get down to business. We'll get the elevators going down, and they're on their way. And
That is the
all right,
first. We are not.
yes.
That is not the only thing.
well,
Why
we
does
have
it not
we
have to
it
be?
underway. What
It
do
does
you
not
mean?
need to be
Okay.
the only thing.
All right. Well, that's
where's
begun. Don't worry. Don't worry. The elevators are on their way.
Yes,
I think
yes,
she's new
good.
to this.
Ma'am, could you tell us where our equipment is stored?
Yes, it's up here in the arbitrator prep hall.
Very good.
I have ensured no one else has opened the cases that contain your belongings. Along with that, in the prep hall is a command code to override the necklace on your psyker, though he'll need to be in proximity. He'll need to be in the room for this device to operate correctly.
Very good. Now, as a final stipulation, I believe it would be very good to link up with you. Do you have anyone who is willing to listen to you, or has everyone up there fallen to the jurisdiction of the High Judge?
Well, you see, something strange has happened recently. And as she says that, we cut back to Pie Braine and the preacher Hadrius. So, hello. Isn't this chapel grand?
Tell me more funny things, paper man.
What do you wish to know?
I want to know why you were so weak to be broken so thoroughly.
No one is weak if they have faith in the Emperor.
But you do not.
Of course I do.
You do not.
I serve him. I serve the Emperor. I serve the I
Prove
serve
it.
the Emperor.
You prove the Messiah.
I think I might have once. But I serve the Emperor now.
What? You're telling me that you once... You're Lemurian?
Times are great. And then we cut back to the phone call.
I still want a number 2 with a large Saudi pop. Write that down, Reeb. Come on.
I'm getting to that. Hold on.
Well, hurry up. I'm hungry.
It won't get here any faster.
As I was saying, several of the station's security are barricaded in with the Supreme Judge. He was in the command the command station maybe an hour or two ago, received a report, and then immediately left. He took several of the most senior arbitrator combat specialists he had, and then retreated to his quarters.
Terrific. So, there are none that are under your control, then?
I have several. They aren't the best on the station, but I have loyal, true servants of the Imperium and the Emperor of Man. And if you are, as you have proven to me, a member of a certain organization, then you have my full support.
Yes. My advice is, because we won't know them from the other ones, we know you, not so much them. Suggestion would be to have them hide somewhere while we make our way to you, so we may retrieve our goods.
Well, if it's possible, what I would like to do is to what? Oh, apologies. There's some reports coming in. I'd like to take them and meet with you at the top of the elevator. We can get you off this station and onto your ship.
We would rather have this situation resolved before too much undue damage gets done.
I'm simply afraid if you don't get off this station soon, things could escalate if the Supreme Judge acts
Let's not get greedy.
unwisely.
Let's get out of here first.
Very well then. And just so we're clear, on the elevator, I need you to put a large bread disc.
And as you start listing off the bread disc, we cut back to Pie Braine's realization.
So I called this guy out. What's his reaction?
Lemuria. That sounds like a great place. That sounds like a place probably with a lot of water.
It has vast oceans.
You know, isn't that funny? Shady Rock had vast oceans too. Maybe it's because we all were so used to them.
Yeah. What else do you remember?
What kind of social skill are you going to use now to start pumping information out of this guy?
Also, as you figured that out, just for people for donation, for some reason I keep getting like late things. Like people will donate, and I go, okay, let's see what they got, and it takes 500 years for it to show up. So if you don't see your thing pop up immediately, remember I do this manually. So just give me a bit. But yeah, Braine, what do you use to convince the person to spill all their secrets?
Yes.
I'm going to look at this person.
Yes.
And at first, I hated him, and I still do.
It's good.
But something... This person was put here for a reason. This isn't an accident. This isn't DeFucker. At first, he assumed everything was DeFuckerby's fault. Now Pi is beginning to figure out that there might actually be some kind of existential threat on the horizon. And this guy, if this guy was Lemurian, and he's like this now, the party might not make it out of this adventure not winding up the same way. So rather than intimidate this guy, I'm going to use my full glory pool on leadership.
Yeah, do it.
Is anyone else good with that?
Take it.
As I say, as the fucker who stole it for strength checks.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
Whoa! Don't get too greedy here.
Don't be an asshole.
I mean, I did only, I did only spend all my strength experience getting strength.
I'm good with it.
Yeah, good.
Do it up.
All right.
You are Lemurian. You are a scion of one of the grandest of the Omnissiah's forged worlds. Our world is an untamable morass of cold water, and we salvage it. We are the masters of its depths. We are unpierceable, and you are not this.
And I am going to roll leadership now.
And as you roll, that is an automatic complication, unfortunately, because someone made it happen. So everyone knows, like, I'm waiting for my thing to come in to see what people did it for, and it's like, you have to understand, the feed's not coming in fast enough, so I'm trying to catch up with you all.
I am going to spend a wrath, my last wrath, to try to get as many successes out of this as possible.
Absolutely. Okay, so 6, okay.
Yeah, 6 successes in total.
Okay. I know, just 6. It's not like that's good roll.
I don't know.
I am going to indicate what the complication is, which I would like to thank user Chess217 for this complication, which is entitled "Forgot to Apply Holy Lube."
Jesus Christ!
As you are making this emphatic like command. You start to feel whatever it is you're talking about is seizing up some of your various like motorized systems, like your mechanical arms and such, seem to be seizing, as though talking about this actually causing your body to seize up. There's something in the air here, something about what's going on that is causing your body to really just like grind. And you look into the eyes of this preacher and tilts his head. Lemuria. Yeah, I missed it. Shady Rock was dead. Nothing there. Nothing. Just emptiness. And then after we found it, that's when we got an ocean. That's when we... And like as he's saying this, you're just feeling your internals seize up. You almost feel like this is erosion of your internals. Like you need the lubricants on them because like your joints and such are being affected by the sea salty air of Lemuria.
No, that's fine. I'll lubricate my internals myself. I'm going to take my greatsword and I am going to thrust it through my chest so that the excess oil that is released will halt this degradation.
I can't help but notice your propensity for trying to kill yourself to advance plot points is really alarming.
Yeah, but it's working though. That's the bullshit part.
Bro, Pie's ride or die for his Forge World, man.
Yeah, you get that holy unguent, holy lubricant going through your body as you do this, and like I assume you're never breaking eye contact with Hadrius as he's kind of having this lucid moment.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, and he's like his head is sort of tilting towards you, and he's just like matching your eye, like staring at you.
So like the camera is warping and turning, like tilting left, and it's like
yeah, and like for the briefest moment, Pie, as you're matching and you're feeling like not pain because you don't feel pain in the normal way, but you feel this like damage on your systems as you've self-impaled yourself to try to stop this degradation. Like the area around Hadrius's face is like the background of this glittering golden church seems to like fade briefly, and you see the sort of cold metal exterior. It's almost like that this room, this immense chapel that you're inside of, is actually like some kind of service closet, but the space and dimensions of it don't make any sense from where you are. But then it kind of is snapping back to it, and Hadrius's head is turning even more, and he's just it gave us an ocean. It said you skipped the content and you still had to experience it, and we cut back to
Lorn
the
comes
phone
in.
call.
Like no, Lorn's already passed for. He's like running over, going, "I smell psychic shit!" And I basically like come in. I want to do an athletics check to punch the psychic warp shit away.
Oh yeah, totally.
Cool, because that's a thing. I'm like punching the air. No, and I'm like just punch around. I'm shaking fire. Stop stabbing yourself.
And like as you're both like you manage to sort of push preacher Hadrius down, and that sort of blocks out everything that was going on. Pie, you have this sharp return to reality. The room is this beautiful golden. It's this immense chamber. Hadrius is down on the ground, breathing heavily, and turns, and he's like, "Oh, thanks, friend. Oh, times are great, aren't they?" And he sort of gets that like smile back on his face. Yeah, absolutely.
You're not going to allow this. I will hold you.
It didn't
back.
work. I got to set the right thing. Hold up.
Clubber.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna have two, but it's still good enough.
Well, no, you do hit him. You give him like a solid cuff, but he just sort of is a bit like dazed by it, smiling. As this is going on, Reeb, you're still on the phone. And you've just like been in the process of listing off the ridiculous bread cake device that Lorn has requested. which I assume the entire order has like been the discussion point up until now. And then as Lorn like charges off, there's this background noise from McLeod. What are you sir? Are you sir? Prepare to and I'm sorry, but the elevators are on the and the vox cuts out.
Bloody hell! All right.
Looks like our negotiations have concluded for the moment.
Negotiations are rather short.
Well, that's usually good. We don't want them to take forever. And I suppose now we must go over there and save her ass or something. All right, well, gentlemen, let's gather up. We have work to do.
Damn negotiations and damn the woman! I do not care. There is something afoot here. We are being glamored. This man was once a member of the Forge World of Lemuria, and that we have stumbled upon something bigger than our individual escape from a piteous prison. This person was put here on our path for a reason. We are beset by some sort of psychic or a technological abomination to disrupt our senses. And if we continue blindly down this road, we will wind up the same as them, no doubt.
Reeb's going to take just a brief moment staring at Pi before pinching the brow of my nose. Pi, we cannot determine if there is a psychic discrepancy until we can remove Lorn's neck brace.
Oh, I started to see. I saw that we are not in a grand room. It seemed discordant for me from the moment I walked in. It is far too large for the schematics. We are inside a deception, and if we continue forward, we will be deceived.
That's why we are going back, Pi.
No.
We're going back out of the room.
You're not listening to me. This room might have the secrets we need. And this person, I don't know exactly what that character was before their current state, but he told me that there was a force that created the ocean. This was not something that was there when they got there.
I feel we have more pressing matters to deal with, Braine. We should be leaving now.
He is right. And stepping in through the doorway is prisoner Rohector.
Yeah, Rohector.
Rohector!
You joined us.
The riot reached its way to my part of the prison. I managed to get out and, well, I asked them where you were. Chonkas told me where to go. He said you were here.
Well, here we are. We are just about to get a move on. We need to take the elevator up and resecure our equipment and then get this blasted brace off of Lorn.
Yes, off we go. So, straight to the elevator. Rohector, do you know the way?
What? So eager.
Hold on.
You.
Yes.
Hold on. Is this Lorn?
What?
No, I'm trying to just move things along.
Oh.
We're on good pace. Don't feel like you have to push anything. You're good.
If you want to have a finish of the things, like, tell me the memories I should know. Do you not remember anything that we had together, Braine? No memories?
What is, where do you live?
I live in the debt collector in a closet.
What is the name of your beard?
Fuck, even I don't remember. Beardicus?
That is something I'm going to say.
I actually don't fucking remember it. Ow, fuck.
I am
Beardicus?
No. Here's how that joke goes. Lorn says, I don't care. Pi says, that's correct. I don't care either.
True.
that
is what he would say.
And like
Copernicus? There's
Rohector,
Copernicus. There's Copernicus. That's right.
Rohector sort of looks past and sees like Lorn looming over the preacher with his knuckles, bared, and looks at, like, tilts his head slightly. That man. That is Dorok's 96 Mach 12.
I'm
What?
sorry.
Say again?
He was a Skitari aspirant who was assigned to our outpost. Strange. Why is he here?
I do not know. I will share with you the information I have, and perhaps you may...
He was too junior. He was too junior to leave the research station and come with me into the tomb complex.
He told me...
He had not been augmented yet.
I was informed that he was some sort of member of your cohort. He told me he was a preacher. I believe he was put here by an outside force. Whatever outside force is controlling Defakabi. And as I began to speak with him, he began to remember some of his old self. He remembered our Forge world, and he remembered the history of Shady Rock, how you summoned an ocean. And as he spoke, my body began to rebel against itself, as though there was something trying to stop me from asking these questions.
There is no ocean on Shady Rock. That world is a lifeless shell.
Listen, we have had a great deal of time trying to determine what is going on with Shady Rock, but because we are not there right now, trying to explain it will be pointless.
I disagree.
Okay. I don't know what that was a reference to.
You must understand that there may be more to just Shady Rock than just the world being wrong. If that world is as lifeless as Rohekta says, and even this priest is not a priest, he's something else, transformed, transfixed, that could extend further out throughout the prison. It would explain why. It would explain why he was so lucky. Why the High Judge was obsessed with his family's jewels. There was more going on. I'm sorry, Reeb, but I have to go with Pi on this one.
Zedek, you are right.
Even if we leave the prison, that might not end things.
Room might be our chance to uncover what is actually going on. All this time, we thought it was Defakabi, a pathetic human being who controlled the minds of an entire world. Defakabi, who managed to somehow be behind everything on Shady Rock. Defakabi, who brought everything here. I'm not sure if that's the case.
If all these people have been deceived into thinking things they are not, or being people, living lives that never having even existed. If that world is dead and this chapel isn't even real, who's to say that Defakabi even exists? Have we all been deceived by some greater entity? Xenos or otherwise? Are we all being led blind by something that we're chasing smoke?
And during this entire speech you're giving, Zedek, the camera has been zooming in on you towards your face and getting closer and closer and closer until your face fills the entire screen. And then when you finish it, it snaps back, and all of you are crammed tightly into a basically a service closet that has one Vox unit on the wall. And the illusion of the vast background around you is gone.
I think we have bigger problems than a very fat man with a very small gun.
No, fuck. Well.
Yes.
Sir, Captain Zedek, sir! And you hear the footsteps of running individuals.
Yes! What is it?
One of the elevators, it came down.
Yes. I called it.
It's ready.
Need to get a move on now, gentlemen. Time is burning.
Then let it burn.
No! We don't want time to waste.
We've seen through part of this illusion.
Come on, let's go, everybody.
Now is the time. Now is the time, Reeb.
And Lorn, you start leading the way, and as you do start moving away from this now strange closet, coming out from a side is Chunkus.
Hey, everybody. Yeah. Start the demon.
And now, is it?
I'm not sure why I'm here. This is it, Okay, let's just go. All right, Thirsty, take care. You can take control of him. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. It's like,
What do they want here?
oh, no, these ones they pulled of the fucking program.
Is Chonkus going to stay down here to maintain order?
No, yeah, I might have like Chalk is gone, man. He bailed. Like he's dealing with other shit.
No. I get that. I just wanted to make sure. Like,
We'll take care of him later.
Okay, absolutely. So yeah, he comes out, he sort of like nods and then very quickly turns and starts like bashing in more skulls as there are
There's still like
looting
servitors or whatever,
and
suppressitors, he's punching them.
haywire.
Wait.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wait. Reeb, why are you rushing us to move so quickly? Why are you? Why are you?
I've
You're not
made
Reeb.
them turn on themselves, chat. It's every GM's dream.
Gentlemen, I hate to break it to you, but if we want to get off the station, we need to make moves to get off the station.
Reeb is correct in some circumstances, though I am surprised and concerned with this space station, and the fates of everyone else upon it is secondary compared to this conspiracy. Now, we can move forward and we can find this, but I need your guarantee that the moment we've finished with this, we are going to do everything we can to understand what is happening here.
I'm assuming we're all in the elevator at this point.
Probably going towards it.
Dang.
So we are on
Great timing.
Let's go inside, everybody.
we are on the elevator and we're taking it up. So now would be a great time
and
to just
remember,
pop
this elevator does have some lengthy time to get up there. So it's like the elevator music is playing behind you. Not pictured are clearly the 5 prisoners who Zedek has taken as his devotees.
They're hiding.
They're all behind Lorn.
They're all behind as a north. Okay.
All right, let's get this cleared up out of the way. You all seem to be under the assumption that there is some kind of psychic conspiracy going on. And while I believe that there is something strange going on, I would like to confirm it before I go making asinine decisions without any sort of proof. Tangible proof.
You just lived it. There was no cathedral. You were in a broom closet the entire time.
Yes, psychics can do that.
The fuckerby can do that from a system away?
The elevator
may have
to
some
shake. And then it stops.
Bloody hell. Now what?
Go on.
Can I do
It shook a bit and then it stopped.
I know, that's what I'm doing. I want to see if I can mess with it to keep it going.
It's still moving, like it shook, like some kind of impact.
Oh, you said it stopped. I thought you said it shook and stopped.
No.
Let's keep the shouting to a minimum. My point is not that he is doing it from somewhere far away. He has clearly left this person here in an endeavor to do something, but there may be more elements that he has left here. He left Rohector here. He left your Skitari here. He may have left other things here that could be causing us trouble that we were not properly acquainted with.
The elevator shakes again, and then stops.
Let me break down what you are saying. You still believe that after hearing reliable testimony from 2 members of Lemuria who were there before, presumably, Defakabi went upon the planet, that Defakabi was able to synthesize an ocean with psychic powers.
I am not saying that Defakabi produced it. I'm saying that you saw what was below the waves. You saw the thing that was below the ocean. What's saying that didn't do it? That
It
seems
shakes again. This time the lights go out.
Because if it did, then the ocean would have disappeared when it died, or we would have seen some sort of evidence of it.
Hey,
but
the lights went out.
The lights go back on again.
Goddamn. I guess I don't have any of my shit, so well. I can fuck with the lights still off?
They're back on now.
Give me a moment. I'm going to crawl up. Is there a hatch on the top where you can go to the top of the elevator?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to lift that hatch, sword in hand.
Yeah. You pop it up with your shank improvised greatsword and peer up. through the darkness, you can see that there's small lumen lights. It looks like the elevator now has emergency lumens on, and you can see there's like nothing obstructing, and suddenly the whole area shakes, including the elevator.
It's not the elevator. It seems to be the station.
The more reason to hurry this along.
Something may be happening on the outside. Let's go, boys.
They're trying to bury the truth.
And as you continue that discussion, you come out, and the elevator opens into a room of pure darkness.
Lights are out again.
Can I interface to somehow restore them?
There's no noosphere access here. In fact, you're detecting, like, even from the panel in the elevator, there's something going on. Everything is extra locked down now.
Going forward, stumbling through darkness a bit. All right, Braine, I need you to be my flashlight. I grab Braine, and then I like twist his head a little bit so his eyes get brighter. I go.
Hey,
I point him around like a flashlight.
Yeah, we'll have my internal lumens at max. Right?
Yeah, you can see that you are in some kind of observation chamber. It's completely black. The shutters here are closed. You didn't take this elevator before, so you're not sure. There's a deactivated cogitator unit in the corner, and then there's an industrial sealed door at the opposite end of the room that is like mag locked. You can tell that this room is meant to basically be a lockdown point in case someone actually managed to get up the elevator.
Seems a security lockdown. Very heavy one.
The area shakes again.
Can we see if we can get the shutters open? I need to see if we can look out. Can I...
I
we
point
move the
Pyrite
shutters?
around. I point Pyrite around. Go, Pyrite, you see anything we can do?
Can I make some sort of tech check to deal with these shutters and whatnot?
I mean, yeah, like Reeb and Braine, both of you can see the cogitator unit here might be able to access some of the systems. You'd want to give me a tech check on it if one of you...
Go, Pi.
Zedek, help us out. Make like an awareness check or something and see what we got going on.
Excellent. 8 and a complication.
Yeah,
That's what we needed right now.
I'll help.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll make an awareness check just for you, Lorn.
Yeah, you
One
go
is a one.
That's a
into
one.
it. Zedek, you're trying, but you're like in the darkness. The only thing you've got is the emergency lumens from the elevator. You're trying to get a sense of things.
Oh, wait a second. Actually, can I don't know how bright las weaponry can be. Can I like overcharge the las gun to kick off some
I really
sort
want
of
you to
light?
think this through. You have a weapon which can literally obliterate a human's torso.
Where
and you
the
want to go
weapons-
randomly firing it in a station, which we've already
not
learned could
gonna
have
fire
explosives. Like,
I'm not
it's
gonna
it's
shoot
not how that
us.
works, though.
Well, if
I
he
don't know how
fired at
las
the
really works.
if he fired at the ceiling, he could probably like minutely, very quickly, like,
And hit
light up
something and have something collapse on us?
No, I mean just the ambient light on the weapon. I don't know if there's ambient just panels.
Like, is
where
it like a
oh,
normal
yeah,
las
glowing
gun?
red grenade.
As
Not
like
fire,
Captain
not
Zedek
fire.
draws the las gun and prepares, and Lorn is like, "What the fuck?" Braine, you have managed to activate the systems, and you can open the shutters.
Oh.
The complication, however, is that it triggers some kind of back-end protocol that you weren't anticipating. So as the shutters begin to slowly grind open, the elevator door closes, leaving the four of you alone in this room as you can hear the elevator begin its descent protocols. But you can see the shutters are now grinding up, slowly revealing more dark light from beyond. You start hearing this, like, shouting, like, and what it sounds like distant weapons fire, all muffled from the the glass, the sort of, you're assuming it's weapons grade glass of some kind, on the other side of the shutter. The little light that's peering through, you can kind of get the sense that this is overlooking the hangar area that you came in into the station on. But now you're starting to hear like these and then and like the discharge of weapons.
You see flash or whatever. Like Lorn obviously like, you know, wishing he could cast, like he tries to cast it, but obviously the collar like goes bzzz, and he's like
Yeah, he kind of like recoils back a little bit as he cries.
I point Braine at the source of the sound.
We must follow the sounds of conflict.
Yeah, come on, boys. Let's see what's
you,
going on.
You see, you manage to peer through the sort of opening, the opening shutters to look down into the sort of red tinged hangar area, and you don't get the full view of it. However, what you do see are several Arbites like making a backwards retreat into the area. They've raised up these combat shotguns and they're firing them. You can hear like, shouts. You almost hear some kind of like ecstatic screeching or shouting. And then one of the Arbites goes down, clutching near his neck, like scrambling, and then just starts shaking on the ground.
Can I go towards him?
Well, no. You're in a room that is probably 20 meters above this area, cut off by industrial glass.
We're still in the observation post.
Yeah,
we're in the hangar below.
Okay, yeah. I figured.
Yeah. And so you're seeing all of this, and then the other Arbite goes to raise some kind of weapon, and then this bolt of pure blackness just strikes him, and he disappears.
Uh-oh.
Something coming out of where they were retreating from?
And very shortly after, a figure emerges onto the deck of the hangar. A figure in strange, curved, and almost serrated blue armor with light green, almost on like this head crest that's got a metal plating on it. And as this figure walks out, behind him are two other soldiers, you assume in the same style, though nowhere near as austere. And they're carrying between them somehow, through some kind of gravity device, the Supreme Judge. And these figures begin moving through the hangar. And as this happens, the figure in blue armor lifts up this taloned claw, sort of beckoning forward, and a figure you can't quite see pops out briefly and then tosses a device, some kind of small device, onto the ground in front of this blue armored figure. And there is a rip in reality, a tear, and the blue armored figure walks through this tear in reality, followed quickly by the other two who are holding the Supreme Judge. And you just hear this like sobbing muffled through the glass. You can't do this, turn around. Until they all step through this rip.
Before they do,
yes,
I'm just gonna yell out to them.
Yeah, cowards! And you yell up, and they don't even seem to take note of you. And they walk through this.
Yeah, we're behind like a thick plain glass and all that.
But yeah, but if they can hear us,
yeah. Oh, they like, it's definite that they could probably have heard you, but they pay no attention.
Yeah.
And as soon as they step through, the lights in the hangar all die and put you back into pitch blackness. And you hear this sort of crackling on the Vox that seems to be like a station-wide announcement somehow that would almost like rings in your skulls, and you just hear this. The hunt begins. And we're actually going to end our episode there a bit early today.
Hooray! Thank you so much, Thurston, for another episode. Thank you all so much.
Yes.
Hope everyone had a super duper fun time this episode with all the things for it. I just want everyone to be aware that basically this is the last one of this year. We'll be taking a break for the rest of December. So this will be the last WarHams of this year. We have some folks have family they want to see. I got a lot of background stuff to do. I'm moving soon, all this other stuff. Whole bunch of stuff is happening for all that. So I want to go around the horn and say thank you to all the wonderful people who make WarHams fantastic. Starting off with the person who plays Braine, played by Speaker D.
Hi, you can find me on Twitter at SuperSnakeKick. You can also find me on YouTube at SpeakerD. And by the Muses' many murders, usually I'm happy to see the Dark Elder appear.
Yes, indeed. Next up, we have Reeb Van Horn, our inquisitorial acolyte, played by the wonderful Earndil.
Yeah, you can meet me on Twitter at Earndilio. And by the way, chat, like, yeah, I saw everyone get a little upset about the cliffhangers. Like, this is in the TTS verse. Cliffhangers are natural. It's what we do. We're terrible writers. It's fine.
Yeah, you'll have to come back next episode, back in January. And I am ZoranTheBear. I have been playing Lorn, our Sanction Psycho. You're at all the stuff currently. That's what I do. It's all of my stuff. Next up, we have Captain Zedek, our rogue trader, captain of the debt collector ship, played by HulkyKrow.
That is me. I'm HulkyKrow. You can pretty much only find me on @HulkyKrow on Twitter, since that's the only social media I kind of keep up to date. Wow, that for a fucking season finale.
Dun dun dun.
And the game master who's brought everything together, Thurston Hillman. Thank you again for such an amazing episode.
Hey, chat. Hey, listeners. Remember when I promised you all a Talk Like a Pirate episode? Well, guess what's coming up next time?
Pass.
Okay, so a couple things as we start going to the end of it and everything else. Couple things to address. One for the Pie Hard poster, one for scheduling next, all that. I can't put a solid date right now. I'm actually going to talk to our folks here. They kind of figure out the scheduling stuff. Remember, warhams.tv is where we put the schedule on. And we also, if you follow us on Twitter and also on my Discord, you just scroll down and you should be able to find all that stuff. Or just type warhams.tv. You'll find our website. We'll have a lot of news and information there to basically keep you guys informed of the schedule. And on Twitter, we'll also post it up on there, the updated schedule. So as we figure that out, because holidays and everything else, and my life is changing a lot right now, so it's all the other cool stuff. So stay tuned for that. Unfortunately, we did not hit the 1,000 concurrent viewer thing for the poster, but one of the things is that a lot of people here really work really hard to really spread the news of WarHams, and everyone really busts their ass off. I've noticed to tell people on Reddit and everything else. So because of the pretty much perseverance and how awesome people went over to go talk to folks and tell people we exist, I think we should just fucking release it anyway. People really fucking came together, and our community is really awesome for it. Even when we got close and all that other stuff, and I feel it'd be like a really dickish thing to be like, well, fuck you, didn't have it, bye. I'm gonna go ahead and get the poster prepped. I'll put it out on Designed by Humans and Redbubble and some other places so people can go ahead and snag it. I wish I could send one free to fucking everybody, but unfortunately I'm not that rich. So I'll try to make sure to make it as cheap as I can make it on the pricing thing. So it's cheap as fuck for people as much as I can, but that's mostly up to the websites. I can't control it too much. But I'll make sure that happens so you guys can get the poster. Just stay tuned to our Twitter and stuff when it comes live. I'll probably make a community post on YouTube as well and a whole bunch of other stuff. So we could basically try to figure that out. Additionally, there's that. WarHams should be back next year. I plan to be moving at the end of January, so some complications might happen there. We might have to skip an episode or so And obviously that really kind of hurts some things for WarHams or whatever. So we appreciate everyone's support. Additionally, we're still hooking on for Warhammer Fantasy. We're trying to get all that together. I think one of Speaker D's friends has decided to join us. She has been amazing so far. And we'll be trying to make her character. I need to sit down and get a solid date to where we're going to make her character. Where you chat can help make your Warhammer Fantasy character like we do with mine and Speaker D's character. And we'll try to figure all that out.
Bagpipe fire elf bullshit.
Zoran, don't
Mhm.
forget, I'm also probably going to try to.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to make one as well.
Yeah, and Earndil's definitely going to try to get one as well and all the other stuff. So for all of that, there's that, and that. And of course, for anyone who missed a thing, please pay attention to the WarHams website as well. I'll be putting up a news update on how, future Warham stuff is going on. New year, new stuff. But really, really pay attention to our social channels to really stay updated and also receive some big news that we'll be putting up there. Definitely want you guys involved. We're trying to hit a goal on Patreon so we can afford the Fantasy Warhams episode because we want to make the production quality bigger and better and also use some of that to make the Warhams 40K one bigger and better. So we greatly appreciate it if people help out with that and stuff because you have no idea how much you guys have been fucking helping. Like, it has been amazing for the support. So we're going to sit down, try to organize some stuff, try to make things better for you guys, explain a whole bunch of stuff. So really, website, Twitter is a good way to stay informed. You need the website again. It is warhams.tv. And you'll find the Patreon, you'll find cast descriptions, all that other cool stuff, and also podcasts, etc. We're trying to improve everything. There's been some stuff I would really improve on, and from feedback and all that other stuff, I feel we could do better. And I'll be working really hard for all of you. So as our kind of last episode of the year, do you guys want to say any closing words as we hop off here? Well, I'll go by an order here just to make it. Speaker D, you have anything, any thank yous or anything else like that?
Yeah, absolutely,
I'll go down the order.
guys. I just want to say this WarHams thing has been the absolute highlight of my year. I understand, for a lot of people that's kind of like a low bar to set, but this is one of the most exciting things that I've been involved in some time. I'm incredibly happy and proud of our community. I love showing up to this and making you idiots laugh. I love being with these idiots and playing these tabletop games. I just want to give a huge shout out to you guys, which I know is the most milk toast supplication of goodwill possible. In particular, I want to give a big shout out to our fan artists like Skelly Bean, Retis, all these really talented people that are constantly making these incredibly great art, memes, whatever. Every time I see it, it gives me the great big warm fuzzy feelings.
We get super excited with fan art. So if you're in the ZoranTheBear Discord, which you can always find the link if you scroll down or go to the About section for mobile on Twitch, you'll find the link to this thing. And basically, if you're go in the fan art section for it, then if you are an artist and you really like to send us the fan art, we fucking love doing it. And normally when I find something I super duper like, I will buy it off you probably and be like, I really like that art. Can I buy that? And you guys have been fucking kick ass for it so far for that. So thank you again for that.
Keep being badass, keep being talented, and to steal the words of Matthew Mercer, don't forget to love each other.
And Mr. Earndil, would you have some closing words?
It's been a fun year. No, I'm lying. It's been terrible. No, it's working on these projects in general has been a very exhausting portion of my year, and I'm hoping ideally that it has been worth it for at least other people, because, well, it's tiresome. There's a lot of things that go into it, so there's a lot of effort one has to put into this stuff, and as much as I wish I could just, sit back, roll, I can just goof off with it, I just at least hope that it's been fun for a lot of you guys as well. Or, at minimum. Because we're a year. It's going towards the end of it. I have no illusions that next year is going to be any easier. But, it's good to enjoy the little time that you can get. So we just gotta keep moving on. Keep moving on. I'm tired.
Next up here, we'll pass the ball. Hulky, would you like to say any words to chat as we leave off here?
Sure. I mean, certainly I'm going to echo the sentiments of everybody else. This year's been tough. It's It has certainly been a roller coaster of highs and lows for personal reasons or general reasons with stuff that's going on. But through it all, WarHams has been a fantastic highlight. Same with what Speaker said. I have really enjoyed coming in and doing this with you guys. It's great just making stupid jokes, making an ass of myself in character, or just making other people laugh. When I came into this, I think I said this multiple times to multiple people. If I can make people laugh at the end of this or make people happy, that's all that ultimately matters. And this community has been fantastic. You guys show up every week or every week we do this. And even beyond that, just never failing to have a good time or throwing your jokes in the mix, the complications, the servitors, what have you. It has been a wild ride. And I think personally, I was touched by the handful of people who have either reached out to me on Twitter or Discord, said, thank you very much for doing this. You guys are, and I'm talking about everybody, thanking us for doing this show because of how much it has impacted. Either they've had a rough year, what have you, and this has been a highlight for them. That, I mean, it touches me. It touches my cruel and cold heart that I hate to say I have emotion, but genuinely speaking, I'm happy to have helped make a difference in other people's lives and really gotten the privilege to work with everybody. You guys are fantastic, and in spite of everything that's going forward, take heart, be good to each other, do good things in the year coming ahead, don't lose hope. Also, Sneed. Thank you.
True.
And Thurston, you have the last one.
Oh, I do. I get the last one. Shit. All the lovey-dovey stuff everyone else just said.
Etc.
For real. Like the fan reaction has blown me away. I mean, I sometimes get a little snarky with this GM doesn't allow the players to do anything, and just note that that's just. That's mostly a bit for amusement on everyone's sake. Same with when I joke about like murdering our player characters here. That's not actually something I'm setting out to do intentionally. It's just good energy that we have in the show. All of us get along. This has been a great thing. We're super keen on keeping it going. I will differentiate myself from the others and just be like a shill for a second and say I really appreciate all the people who've been backing us on the Patreon. That's been kind of one of the metrics we use to see how we're doing. It's been really cool because I know Zoran and I have talked about it a lot, but we're not at the point yet where we feel we have enough content on there that's unique content for it, and yet people are still really supporting us. And we know we want to put more content on there that's gonna be awesome and unique and really reward people for basically supporting us. It's something that we're really passionate about. With fantasy coming down the line, we got plans there. Finally, I just want to say that obviously this is kind of the end of our season, so to speak, barring one more episode that's kind of the wrap up for the prison arc, as you may have guessed. But I've already started talking with Alpha about what season 2 is going to look like. We're going to take a little bit of a different tone approach to how we're going to structure things. I think it'll be approachable for everyone. It's going to have a lot of stuff I think people are really going to enjoy, and I'm looking forward to telling some new stories in the new year and having y'all along for the ride and torturing all of these players. Also, my cat says hi.
Hi, cat.
That's me. I love you. I love all your faces too. Can't see them, but I love them.
Thank you everyone for subscribing. Thank you everyone who's donated. Thank you everyone who's helped us on Patreon. Thank you everyone who's just being here. You've all been absolutely wonderful, and we hope to see you all next time. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Anyway, see you guys next time. Please be safe.
Bye.
Please keep being wonderful. We will see you all next year. Love you all. Please be safe.
Goodbye.
You can have a good time. You can have a
go
bad
pet my cat now. Goodbye.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and see you on Discord.
Yes.
Wow.
Wowie.
Woo!